the number one rule of making money, and that is money follows value.
One day I wasn't tatted, and it was like, social experiment.
Yeah.
Full body tattoos. Let's see what the response is.
People collectively have been burned so much by high ticket.
I can tap into everybody's self-talk. I genuinely believe like at some point the business is capped to the level of like your self-development. What are your thoughts on like 1 year, 3 year, 5 year goals? And I was saying that my evolution's moving so rapidly that for me to look beyond 6 months at the rate that I'm going, it's capping a trajectory.
That's another mind that everybody has when it comes to business. They're all like, oh, let me just make a bunch of money and then I can chill. Motherfucker, you're in this for fucking life, bro.
I get the most fulfillment out of helping the clients and putting in the work, and that's the fuel for my content and optimizing and getting me to the next levels.
Yo, this piece of advice that I'm just giving you like this, I'm like, I
Yeah.
ate shit to get there, man.
Like, bro, let me cook.
You know what I'm gonna start doing more and more? Fucking getting hypnotized.
I saw you did that.
Yeah.
With Marcel, right?
Yeah.
How was that? I can't lie. I watched it and I was like, I wonder if he's actually like knocked out right now.
I don't.
Like, are you in a trance or are you like?
Here's how I did. Here's how I explain it. I expected it to be like, you know, when he's like sleep, to like, oh, I'm falling asleep. Ah. That's what I expected.
Yeah.
In reality, it was like, I'm like conscious. I'm like, I know this is my buddy here, fucking hypnotizing me, and he's like, you sleep now. You feel really tired. I'm like, I mean, I'm not tired, but I have absolutely no objections to now fall asleep. It's just the highest level of compliance you could ever think. Is like brain off compliance.
Right.
It's literally like that. And then he's like, this one time he's like, because I was holding a bottle of water. He's like, this bottle is so heavy you cannot pick it up. And I'm like, fuck.
And you couldn't, so you experienced that.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing I always see with the hypnotist. I'm like,
I
feel like my mindset. I mean, I guess if you got to go into it with intention and willingness, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
That I think you have to. I was like hypnotizing. Yeah, bullshit. Shut up.
Yeah.
But I was like, I also said, if I do it, I'm gonna be bought in just to see how it is.
Yeah.
And then the biggest mindfuck was, at some point, he said, I have this ball, this like sleep ball. It's really heavy, and when I throw it on you, you'll fall asleep. And I didn't remember that, and during the thing. But then 5 minutes later, he's like, by the way, remember the ball? And I'm like, oh yeah, fuck. Now that you just fucking told me, the fucking ball. And it felt like a distant memory, like it happened 2 years ago. Like, remember 2 years ago when I threw the ball on you? That's what it felt like.
Interesting.
But it had just happened. And then he programmed me to make $50 million a year. So I'm like,
hey,
let's go.
Okay.
Man. And it's funny because I wrote him yesterday. I'm like, Marcella, my fucking brain feels different. My thoughts are like different. They're like of a different person. Mm-hmm. Literally, it's because I expected it to be. For example, what he also did, he had this back pain because I got a little bit too strong with the squats. And I had this back pain, and the first thing in the session was like, you're gonna get up now and your back pain is gone. It was fucking gone. And I'm like, okay, that's fucking crazy. It was just gone out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And then the next day it came back. So I'm like, oh, okay.
The session.
Yeah.
That's the recurring subscription.
Exactly, that's the recurring. You gotta get the recurring thing. Yeah. So I expected the mindset changes to be like that, but it's actually like a slow burn that keeps ingraining itself more and more into your brain. That's what it feels like.
How long has it been at this point? When was that?
2 weeks ago. When were we in LA? 2.5? 2 weeks ago, something like that.
Okay.
And then yesterday when I spoke to Jeremy Haynes, I'm like, what was like one of the biggest game changers when he's like being hypnotized?
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has this doctor that he goes to. I forgot his name, but I got his contact. I'm gonna hit that doctor dude up too. He's like, the first time he paid this guy, he did 3 hypnotic sessions. The first one was so the doctor could ask him questions about his intentions and his goals. The second session was to get rid of all trauma, and then the third one was to reprogram him to make more money. And he said after that first session, he left the office. He was so in the fucking zone because he asked for more focus. So the doctor said, what's the one character trait you'd like to have? And he asked him that at the end of the second session. He gave him all day to think about it. And then Jeremy being Jeremy, he called all his partners, business partners, everybody up and asked them what they would say. And most of them said focus. So on the third day, he says focus. And he says he left that session and he was so in the zone. he said, the voice in your head,
Yeah.
right? He said the voice was gone. There was only focus on everything he did.
Okay.
And then he said he was in that trance for 6 months, he said.
Off of that one.
He said for 6 fucking months, he had the most insane focus.
Wow.
And I'm like, cool. Well, I'll fucking contact that dude too. And I was like getting ready to pay like $20K or whatever. And he's like, dude, it's only $300 per session.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm gonna do. That's one of the big. I mean, I have like 1,000 takeaways from this tour, but that's one of the bigger takeaways, I think.
Cool.
This hypnotizing thing, man. I don't know. I never believed in it, but I don't know, man. If it works, it works.
I mean, I think
mean?
there's some truth to it.
Yeah,
like, clearly.
if it's all placebo, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? If it makes me more money,
if it gets you bought in,
fuck it.
then it actually like did its thing, you know.
Yeah.
So who's to say whether or not that way? Like if you believe it and it got you the result, like fuck it.
Exactly. The results are real. That's the thing. Like
Exactly,
the
yeah.
hypnotics still need to be real. The results need to be real. So that I think is going to be sick. And I've talked about ayahuasca a lot too. I think we talked about it on the last podcast. I can't remember. Did we?
I don't know. It's been a while, bro.
It's been a while, man. Ayahuasca.
I've never
also
done
is
it
pretty-
though. I've never done ayahuasca.
You've done any psychedelics at all?
Yeah, never in a controlled, intentional, like therapeutic, like you know what I'm saying.
What did you do?
But just, I mean, I fucked around with mushrooms when I was younger. Had one good experience, had one bad experience, and then after that, I was done with it for like 10 years.
Yeah, the bad experiences, they can fuck you up.
Exactly. I was just in a weird headspace at the time. I was like 19. I was
It's early.
just trying to get high type shit, you know. So,
Just whatever it is.
yeah. I could see the benefits in it though. I just did a podcast yesterday with this guy Jeremy Awakens. You ever heard of this guy?
It
On
sounds
IG?
familiar.
He's a mushroom dude.
No shit.
Spirituality and mushroom microdosing therapy type shit. So,
What did he say about it? He's like, he does it all the time?
I mean, I didn't even ask him the frequency or anything. I would assume, but it's Jeremy Awakens.
Oh yeah, microdosing mentor.
Yeah, interesting. Similar concepts of just tapping into the subconscious and like the internal body.
You know, I asked Elliot Hulse about it because I know Elliot Hulse had one DMT experience, and he said he did a lot of holotropic breathing.
Okay.
And then when he did DMT, he's like, oh, that's just like a hardcore session of holotropic breathing. So he's like, because with the holotropic breathing, it's like you got to do like an hour super intense breath work. Yeah. And then with the DMTs, you just smoke it and you get the same. Right. It's like a shortcut kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So I found that to be very, very interesting. But yeah, man, dude, really, it's been a while. When was our podcast? Was it
had to have been around like March. Yeah.
Yeah, it was earlier this year.
Because I was in Miami. So, I mean, I moved here in February. It probably was February. February, March, yeah.
And we said we're going to do it in person. Look at us. We fucking
you made it,
pulled
bro.
through, man.
You made it, my man.
Super epic. What have you been up to?
It.
You got even more tattoos since last time?
Got my back done.
Fuck, man.
Upper back.
So you're
Upper
full
back.
now?
No, I still got like... The back's big, bro.
The biggest
the back's
piece.
big, the leg's big. You think they're like small pieces, but they're not. So I'm done getting tatted for a while, bro. You were like, let's get tattooed on the session. I was like, well, I'm tatted out.
I was like, let's get it on the podcast. That's what was the plan.
If you're trying to make going viral great again, I guess.
On the forehead. You got a Trump tattoo. I was thinking about it. I'm also like, fuck, where would I get it? Because the thing is, like, if I get it on my legs, you don't see it on the podcast. It would just be some head bobbing down at your knee level on the video, you know? Yeah. So I'm like, it would have to be somewhere here on the shoulders. That's all full for me, mostly.
I guess you got to go neck, my brother.
Yeah, I don't know. You got neck on the back or something?
Just like
a
little bit.
It comes up.
But you can't even like see it from the side. So I was actually kind of disappointed about that. But
no shit. You didn't worry. So one thing that kind of mind fucked me a little bit about the tattoos was this whole thing like the skin can't breathe properly anymore, and the skin is your biggest organ and yada yada, and that freaked me out a little bit. So I stopped.
Interesting.
Apparently you didn't.
That idea's never even ever been presented to me. Interestingly enough, yeah.
I heard that somewhere. I read that somewhere.
I could see that, like ink enclosing your whole,
your whole fucking body. You know,
it makes sense. Yeah.
You got the legs now also full.
Just
the whole
from like here down on the one.
Interesting.
So painful, man. I'm.
The legs were painful.
Yeah. The back side of the leg under the kneecap.
Inside the.
Yeah, right in there. Yeah.
Yeah,
not good. Not fun.
Yeah. That's I equate that to here.
Exactly.
very
Yeah.
painful
It's one of those pieces where you think he's like right in the armpit, and then you take a break, and you're like, oh, he's still like 3 inches away from the actual armpit. It's like
I had that with the nipple. I'm like, he's tattooing my fucking, but it was like above it. It felt like it was on it.
Yeah, because that's where all the nerves are. So it's like, it makes sense. So
super interesting, man.
I'm tatted out though, for a while.
Yeah, no shit.
For sure. Yeah. Next go around, if you come back out, we'll do it.
We'll do it, dude. Let's do it. This is it. We have it on camera now. This is it. We'll fucking do it. I want to get my blood type tattooed here.
Okay.
I just thought it's such a dumb funny.
Wait, do you have like patchwork on your arms or what?
Yeah, I know. My arm, there's a little free spot there.
Okay.
I gotta pull it up anyways because I'm getting hot. There's a little free spot right here. And I'm like, I could put my blood type here, you know?
Actually, I got kind of an opening right there.
There you go. There you go.
We might have to do something.
So we're gonna get. And I'm imagining it. I'm like in a car accident on the street. You know, it's night, and the first responders are there. You know, and one guy is like tending to me. I'm like passed out, and the other guy is like,
check his arm.
Check his blood type. We need to know his blood type. And the guy who checks me is like, you're never gonna believe this. Maybe with an arrow to the vein or something.
Inject here. I do have this vein popping out here too, so we could do.
There you go.
A little injection site or something. I don't know.
There you go, man.
We'll
Did you see any difference in how women respond to you, especially when you cold approach them with the tattoos on the fingers and everything?
It's hard to say because I slowly got tatted over years, and like. I was building my confidence simultaneously. So it's like, it's not like one day I wasn't tatted and it was like social experiment, full body tattoos. Let's see what the response is, you know?
Yeah, true.
And I think that's how everybody imagines it. It's like, oh, it's easy to do it. You got the tattoos and the muscle. And it's like, you're going to build your muscle up. You're not going to ink your whole body. You're not going to just become social god tomorrow. Like, it's all just character development, like to the aesthetic that you want, you know?
Yeah, I felt the same. I'm like, as I got older, and my quote-unquote game got better, I'm like, is it my game that's getting better, or is it just because I'm getting older and women like older guys? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think it's all correlated. The business was going up, the experience going up, confidence going up, look going up. So it's like, and I say this to dudes because they're so fixated on one thing. It's like, dude, just build them all. Like,
I love that about your brand. I love that, especially recently too, where you added this whole layer of like, just be fucking positive. And I mean, you talked about it before, but now I really see you living. I see you living it more in the videos. I want to talk more about this later too. Sure. So like, just be positive, be social, and have good vibes. And I'm like, yeah, it's really good. Yeah. Because a lot of guys, we men, we're so bitterly focused on the end result. Like, but did you get laid? You know, it's like, I had such a fun night yesterday. I met a lot of cool people. But did you get laid? You know, like, bruh, okay, just, it can still be fun even if you don't get laid. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we men are like, I just want the results. I don't want the fun. Yeah. Just the fucking.
No, for sure. That's annoying, man. Honestly, I don't encounter it too much because I feel like I've slowly been repositioning the brand and the message over the last like six-ish months, more in that direction of like, it's not about just the result. You're gonna have to put in the work, fix your timeline, get all of these pillars built up. And so like, I'm seeing a new wave of people coming in more and more to the point where it's like, there's still that one dude, and I'm like, you clearly just watched The Infield from 2021, and like, you're fixated on that thing. But yeah, it's refreshing for me because I feel like I can evolve in my teaching based more around mindset, self-development, everything, which obviously correlates into confidence, but that also correlates into just relationships. Like I say 10 to 20% of my community now, dudes have girlfriends. 10% don't even want the social comments. They're like, I just like the way you build up your business, your brand, how raw and real you are on your content, man. I'm trying to tap into that, which is so cool, I think. So it's nice to see the direction it's going because I feel motivated again. I feel like when we were speaking, that kind of reminded me actually from like 8 months ago, I was kind of falling more in love with sales and
I remember.
Right. And then I feel like again, and then I kind of dove into virality in like August, and then I kind of got a little lost in that, and now I'm finding myself getting more lost in self-development and community and the fulfillment side of things, which is awesome, honestly.
That's a really fast transition, but it also means that you're very acute cued into your own inner monologue, so to speak. Because a lot of guys would be like, yeah, for 3 years I felt like there was something.
Yeah.
And then I realized that's how it was for me. For me, the transition to business was also there, that people came to me and like, I just want to know how you did your business.
Right.
But for me, it took much longer to realize it. I'm like over like 2 years, I'm like, hey, kind of like the last 2 years, I kind of felt like the business. But for you, it seems like you're acting upon it much quicker.
Yeah. I mean, it's been trial and error since I hired you, like in beginning of 2021, you know, just going through a bunch of different sales funnels, learning business, learning the sales sides, understanding the fulfillment side. Like that's not an easy process to really get dialed in and have it congruent to your business and brand and your message. Like, especially when we're talking about masculinity, men's self-development, dating, transitioning into just general confidence. And me also going from 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, going from single into a relationship, into a breakup, into full sobriety. Like we're talking about a big evolution for myself while putting out the content. So it kind of makes sense to see all of those elements kind of evolving.
Yeah.
You know? There's a lot in there.
What's the plan behind it? Do you have
Which part?
in terms of the transition into so you want to go full on self-confidence away from dating at all?
So the community is called Confidence and Self-Mastery, which I don't see myself ever pulling fully away from social confidence, because I just feel like that was a massive catalyst for my own self-development. And without that, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't have been able to accomplish any of these other pillars. I was just talking about this on IG. I was doing a Q&A, and this dude said, grind now, get women later. And I said, there's some validity to that, but also I was in such a low position that if I would have just dove into a career, I would have ended up settling for like a super mediocre career. Me putting myself out there, facing rejection, pushing myself socially. Yes, there was ulterior motive to get the lay at the lower levels, but going through that whole journey brought me to a position I felt like where I got desensitized to putting myself out there. I got desensitized to rejection, fear of judgment from other people. My relationship with my mom and my sister got stronger. And so, and my communication and my leadership skills got a lot better as well. So all of those elements combined I'm sure you went through the same thing. Like that's what gave you the confidence to speak on stage and join the company and everything. Like you went through the same shit. So you get it. But had I not have explored women and handled all of those things, I would have never got to the place internally to have the confidence to even build the brand. So it's like, is there an argument to grind first, women later? Depends on the dude, depends on his initial confidence level. And I think a big part of getting to high levels is mindset, social confidence, putting yourself out there unapologetically, and cold approach and pickup does an amazing job like targeting those things indirectly.
100%. Because also, if you just grind, you're gonna need these social skills even outside of the dating game anyways. Like what the fuck? Like I mean, I see it all the time. We were in Cannes at the mastermind. Oh, you weren't there. We were there. We were in Cannes at the mastermind, and there's some really fucking awkward dudes.
Yeah.
They're making like a couple $100K a month.
Yeah.
And then it's about like, okay, everybody network, get to know each other, do collabs. They're like, sure, hello, hey, man. Like weird. Like who the fuck are you, man? Right. And also like if with that shitty confidence or shitty social skills, you make $200-300K a month, you probably make double if you had real fucking social skills.
For
you know what I mean?
Because it correlates into branding.
Yeah, 100%.
You can't talk on camera. You can't speak with conviction. They can't trust you on a deep level.
Exactly. And then also later when you have team, you got to manage these folks. Like so many for me, it was all about calibration and reading people. Yeah. That I had to learn the hard way when I talk to girls, because I actually think I'm on the spectrum a little bit. I'm a little autistic, and then I'm like, and then if I had never learned that, I wouldn't see that with my staff either. I would not see their reactions. I wouldn't see how they're feeling, and it's important though. It's important to pace and lead people
massively.
Yeah. So when it came to the branding, you had 2 formats, 2/3 maybe, that absolutely blew up. And funny enough, okay, so there's, I would say 90% of content creators out there, they never find a format that actually goes viral, okay? Then there's maybe 5% or maybe 8% that have a single format that they repeat over and over and over and over again that makes them go viral. Like Kaby Lame, for example, or whatever. You know, the That guy from TikTok.
I'm not sure.
the black guy who does all these like
he
these
reacts?
stupid tricks. Yeah, and then he just does the simple thing. You know him 100%. He's one of the biggest content creators in the world. But he only has this one
I
fucking.
think I know you're talking. Wait, does he do like selfies in the mirror? Or am I thinking
Is this
somebody
guy?
else?
This guy. This is just a fan account bullshit. Come on, man. You don't know this fucking guy?
I mean, I can't sit. You didn't
Here,
really show
here,
me
this
much. Let
guy,
me see
this guy. Oh, man, what? I'm trying to get a normal fucking video off him. Wait, who the fuck is this? That's some different. This guy now. Man, it doesn't show his fucking face. Of course not, man. What is this shit?
I think he starts with these viral clips and then reacts to them. No, or
Oh,
or what?
that could be. Oh yeah, of course. You know.
Yeah,
you
that's
do
what I'm saying. He's
this
always
guy.
in the mirror holding it, or no?
I can't remember if he's holding it. This guy though. You see? You recognize his face?
Honestly, no. I don't
Doesn't
know.
matter.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, so he always has the same format. Then there's also this other guy, the fitness guy that we met in Kiev once that I always wanted to meet. Anatoly. You know this guy? The one that is like comes along with the janitor outfit. And he's like, oh, can I try one time? And then he's like this crazy lifter. You know this guy? Oh, you don't know him, man.
Honestly, I'm very disconnected.
I was gonna say.
I don't know.
He's so fucking funny. So what he does, he walks up to these buff gym dudes that are lifting
Like, I'll
3 plates and stuff.
Yeah.
And he just does the janitor. He's like, oh, well, you tried the thing. Very nice. Can I try? And then he's in reality, he's like a power lifter with insane strength. And they're all like, oh, you know, don't do this. No, you're going to get hurt. He's like, I try. And then he like owns it super easily and then films the reaction. So that's every single video is only that. It's a single format, right?
Okay, yeah.
And he got now 14 million followers, right?
It's crazy.
So yeah, you can milk a single format, but your brand is gonna miss the depth. You're always just gonna be the guy that do the funny thing, you know?
Yeah.
But with you,
that actually brings in a funny point because the dude Jeremy last night that I was on the podcast with, we were talking about he does microdose therapy, but he blew up on TikTok reacting to foods in supermarkets and talking about this is a low frequency food. Oh. This is a high frequency food. And that format was going viral for him. So he kept doing that. And what he noticed was like 2 months later, he was going around and they were like, oh, you're the grocery item guy.
Yeah.
And he was like he kept getting recognized for being the grocery store guy. And he's like, I'm not the grocery store guy, you know? So it's like, yeah, you can go viral for those things, but yeah, you kind of lose the depth and even like labeled, even if it's extreme enough. Yeah,
exactly. And in your case, you've had multiple formats going viral. I think the first one you did was you played out these different dynamics with your back then girlfriend of like you approached her in a bar.
I mean, even before then, it was just the infields, you know, back in 2019 or whatever.
Yeah, that's right.
Just
and then
cell
you did
phone in the club.
That's right. Yeah. And then it was the whole where you played it out and like this is how not to do it, this is how to do it.
Right.
And then the next format was the one that you're doing now, which I fucking love.
Yeah, with the Ray-Bans and stuff.
Which is the Ray-Bans POV. Mm-hmm. And the sick thing, the way you do it, and for the folks who don't have the context, go check out, what is it, Kyle
Froonjian.
Yeah, Kyle Froonjian, just type it in on Instagram. What you do is like, because every time I show this to my clients, I'm like, this is Kyle, he's an alumni of ours, he's crushing, check out what he does. They're just like, oh, he just does like POV recorded with his sunglasses. But I'm like, that's not just what he does.
Right.
Because what you do every video is like a mini storyline. And the storyline is like the one that I think the first one or among the first one that went viral is like you like talking to a girl like, hey, excuse me, and she just walks away and rejects you. And then you're like, oh, I got rejected. Now let me just be social. And then there's like a handful of people that you just fist bump. You say hi, you're so social. Yeah. Then another girl comes along and boom, you get her number.
Right.
And that's a sick storyline. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, I got rejected just like you watching this right now. But instead of simping around, here's what to do. And it's like this little mini hero story. And at the end, you quote unquote get the girl.
Right, exactly.
Which is fucking insane.
Yeah.
What was your thought process behind it? How did you create that?
I mean, really, it was the combination of coaching and putting out content for 6 years to really, I can tap into everybody's self-talk and sticking point and really just knowing the audience. And then being in the industry and established enough and then understanding content and then catching a wave that was starting to emerge. There was a window opening that I saw other dudes going viral with the POV for doing regular interaction. And I was like, at first it was honestly kind of triggering. I caught myself getting mad about it because I had just spent 6 years trying to film more nuanced, niche, expertise type skill sets. And then lo and behold, we have dudes just walking around like saying the most simple, literally module 1 of my program. Like that's actually how it happened. There was a client of mine who was in the program for 2 years. He got to a very good level, and then he started using the glasses and just going out and doing module 1 and posting it into the community. And then he started posting them online. And within a month, he was up to like 100K. He went from like 0 to 100K on IG.
Wow.
And then one of my coaches started doing it, and he went from 8K to 100K in a week. And I'm sitting there getting triggered at the whole thing. I caught myself getting mad at the whole thing. And then I was like, let me just accept it. Like, why am I resisting this thing and getting mad? Like, why don't I just, bite the bullet? 'Cause even though I just didn't want to do it, I was like, I can see a trend here. Let's just do this.
Why didn't you want to do it?
I guess part of me felt like it was so simple, and I spent so long teaching more advanced things. It wasn't that I didn't want to do it. It was like, I don't know why. I had this internal resentment that they were getting so much fame over the thing, And I mean, this wasn't like an ongoing thing where I was like plotting and all this stuff, but like it happened for a second, me watching it and starting to see that I'm getting triggered over this. And quickly I was like, let me just join in on this thing. And so, but I can make it my own is what it was. So I understood the audience. I've been putting out the content. And so I was like, how can I make this my own? And so that's really what I did. I put out the first couple clips which weren't that great, but by going through those first couple actions, I started to learn more about the POV algorithm and seeing how the audience is reacting and the retention and all that stuff. And then probably by the 6th or 7th clip, just by going through those actions, I then was able to become more creative with it. And that's where a lot of people go wrong that's trying to get good with content. They don't even take the first couple steps, and they're just overthinking the fuck out of everything, and they just don't do it. And it's like, bro, just commit to doing this step every day. And like, once you've done it 10, 20, 30 times, like you'll start to see different things that you could optimize. And so that's really what happened. I started doing it, and then I was like, how can I get more creative with this? And then I just would take coaching calls, and I just started to see where everybody's head's at with the whole thing. And then from there, I just kind of reenacted somebody. Instead of me giving him the answer on the coaching call, I was like, how could I demo this process for him into a storyline? And so that's really what did it.
So again, like from a marketing standpoint, it's so fucking genius, and I love that you said it. It's just you just started doing it, and you got better and better over it.
Yeah.
What we do a lot with our branding clients, we have a mentoring program where people learn how to go viral from me directly. We give them templates. We literally give the ideas to them. The first 30 pieces that they need to shoot, we tell them it's like this with this headline. This is the idea behind it.
Yeah.
And then they also get to hop on a call with me every single week. And a lot of these folks, God bless them, a lot of great guys and girls, they're all like, but how do I do it perfectly? How do I do it perfectly? I'm like, yo, just fucking start posting. It's going to suck at first. You're not going to get a lot of views. That's fine. But it will go exponential if you, A, keep doing it, and B, if you're mindful about it. Meaning, you look at it, you come to my calls, you talk to me, and you're like, why did it work? Why did it work better than the other one? And so on and so forth. And it's really just a game of, I don't want to say trial and error because that sounds too random.
Right.
But like it's a game of trying things and putting intent behind it and just continuously getting better at it. Yeah, and exactly. You've clearly, how many IG followers you got now? 900,000 or something like that?
Yeah, closing in on 1 mil, probably like 185, 186, 985, 96, something like that.
How many do you get per week? How many followers?
It's definitely slowed down because when it was at the peak, because by the way, that window of virality with that POV, so many people started getting onto the trend. I did notice that the window was starting to close, right? So it was catching the window opening at the right time and then hitting it properly. And then at some point, well, the other thing was it was very, very time consuming, and it took all of my focus. So although I did gain a lot, I had to do what I can to try to maintain the business simultaneously. But I did tell myself, it's like an insane ROI. Even if the business goes down for a little bit, long term, this will set me up if I just nurture this audience over the next 12 months. Yeah. So, but I mean, to answer the question, at the peak, I think in 3 weeks it went up 600K. Insane, man. It was at the peak. It was going up like 60,000 a day. which is not good for your mental when you're just refreshing and it's just, just going up.
When the follower amount goes up like a second timer.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like crazy. Yeah. We're talking about like 2-3K an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like, Jesus, you know.
When it goes, man.
Yeah.
When I remember the first time I went viral on TikTok with my old account. I don't know, maybe Nico, if you still remember that. It was a reel where me and my old sales manager, we played Uno. And there was like a bunch of bikini girls around. It was like my assistant, my girlfriend, and his girlfriend. And we look like these gangsters, you know, like playing poker, but we're playing Uno like fucking idiots.
Right, yeah.
And that got, I think, like 29 million views or something like that. It got me like literally overnight, like thousands of followers. That was right when TikTok was new.
Yeah.
And I eventually deleted that account because it was all just like kids and like randos.
That's the problem with it,
yeah.
That's the problem.
It really depends on like what kind of thing you go viral with. Yeah. But how did it go? Because you said like you're nurturing this audience now. Did you notice something in terms of sales going up, calls booked going up? If yes, what was the fuse? Did you notice it right away? Or are you starting to notice it now?
Lately, I actually shifted my whole funnel. I'm sending the whole funnel into the low ticket on the front end now.
Oh, sick.
So, and that in itself initially will cause a dip as well, as you can imagine, because I'm taking all the potential high tickets off the front end and now putting them into a low ticket no matter what. But after doing that for 2 months, it's built back up to pretty much, it's almost at a place where it already was on the front end, but now that's a recurring.
The low ticket is recurring?
Low ticket is $125 a month recurring.
Wow.
Yeah.
What do people get for that?
So I have, in my opinion, a insane offer. It's you get a 30-minute one-on-one directly with me.
Wow. Sick.
And there's a daily live coaching call inside the community with me every single day.
Daily live
coaching call with me every single day. And my coaches run a second call that's less crowded if you want like more in-depth coaching. And then
Plus
you
videos,
have all the content that I've ever made is nice and structured out module by module. And then the community itself, which is awesome too, because there's 600 dudes in that community right now.
Sick.
And when you hop on the onboarding call with me, before you get on the onboarding call, the first module is called the blueprint. So we're structuring out, we're just doing an evaluation of where you're at. What are your goals coming into the program? What are all the bad habits that you have, like your vices, your porn, your everything, your physique? You got to have a shirtless pic, your diet goals, your social goals. What's your routine? You have to structure out your calendar from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed with the actions you're going to do. So I hop on the call with you and do that evaluation. Then we set up goals for the first week or so of the program. I assign you specific content based on what you want to focus on. And then you come to any of the live calls throughout the week to get accountability, to get feedback, to get coaching, to stay connected and make sure you're still bought in, right? Because most people just drop off. That's really what it is. So I've created the community and the accountability and the structure at an insane price point.
I was going to say, man.
To make it a no-brainer offer. And it's like full refund end of the month, no questions asked if you're not satisfied.
Wow.
So literally risk-free, try it out 30 days. You got nothing to lose. I don't care if you're into pickup or not. You tell me I don't need a girlfriend, shut up, get in the program. I know you're fucking up somewhere in your life, like straight up. And then on the onboarding call, the dudes that are qualified, I'll usually give them some value, set up some goals, and I'll set a 1 to 2 week follow-up. Some of these dudes will send right on the onboarding call. They don't want to like play around. Other dudes are kind of new to me because they found me through IG. I'm warming these guys up anyway. And the dudes that need the one-on-one, we'll upgrade them. We'll ascend them. And the dudes that want to stay on the low end, they just stay in the low end. So it's like, it's great. I don't feel like I have to pull teeth anymore on this like high ticket offer or use sales tactics. I'm just like, yo, this is the real deal. This is the whole thing. Like, let's get into it. And if you need extra help, like, let's turn up. So that's where it's at. And so I guess back to the initial question though, in terms of like first off, I think the low ticket matches the audience for what it's at, because the reach is my platform reach is very big now. And I feel like I can actually capitalize on this offer with this audience. So yeah, I mean, to answer your question, the MRR on the low ticket is going up somewhere between 1K to 1.5K per day.
Wow.
So and I'd say there's about 50 to 60 people churning per month. So it's a pretty low churn. There's about 60 people leaving and about 300 to 400 coming in a month. So I'm just super locked in, because in my opinion, when I'm looking at these numbers, I'm looking at the churn, and that's not even including the back end of the Ascension or anything, or the live event that we're going to be throwing quarterly. I'm just thinking, man, in 6 months, this thing could probably be at 200, recurring. You know,
I was gonna say, right now it's about a 60K, something like that you just get in every month.
Yeah,
just
but
like that.
literally 2 months ago it was at 20. So I built it up by just doing it as a downsell. You're on my consultation call. No, I can't do 3,800. I can't do the 4K. It's all good, bro. What if I could give you all of this for $97?
Yeah.
He was like, all right. And I just kind of started throwing guys into that. I mean, the offer wasn't what it was right now, but I was just throwing guys into that, and then it built up to about 15K, 20K over like 6 months passively, kind of just doing that, and nobody was leaving either. And then at some point, I just saw that the funnel was capped, and it was right around the same time that my audience was going insane. I was like, I want to go all in on this. Like, I could see that the churn's low. If I really made the no-brainer offer with all of this stuff and I start doing this, like, let's see what happens if I give it 2 months. And that's where it's at right now. So,
what's the difference between the low ticket and the high ticket?
Low ticket, you have no one-on-one other than the onboarding.
Other than the 30-minute onboarding?
Yeah, 30-minute onboarding. Yeah, you have no one-on-one.
How full are the group coaching calls that you do every day?
Well, so there's 2 every day. So ironically, it's not that crazy.
I was gonna say, I mean,
yeah, it was actually
day,
it was more crowded when I was doing like 2 calls a week on a high ticket funnel. Yeah. Those were almost as crowded, and those guys were expecting a lot more attention because of the price point, and so it was actually more stressful. Now I'm on the call. Everybody still talks to me on the call, by the way, but I mean, on my calls probably maybe 30.
Oh, that's chill. Yeah. So how
30.
long are they? Like an hour long or something like that?
Yeah, at least an hour. I've gotten to the point where I just really appreciate the calls. I go into it with just gratitude and appreciation. I'm just here to bless these guys, honestly, and over deliver value. Especially some of these dudes that are doing business or content. I'm like, man, like, I wish you understood how much I paid to learn this fucking thing, bro. You're gonna drop out of this program. Okay, go hire the fucking.
I think the same, man.
It's crazy.
I'm like, yo, this piece of advice that I'm just giving you like this. I'm like, I ate shit to get there, man. I ate so much shit.
Yeah.
But it's funny that you mentioned that we also did. When did we start with our low ticket? 5 months ago, something like that. A couple months ago. That's where we started low ticket, and now just since 1 month, I think we started also recurring low ticket subscriptions.
So,
and here's what I see in this. Obviously, insane fucking value. So for anybody listening, I know I got a lot of dating advice folks still in my audience. It's getting less,
sure.
obviously.
Yeah.
But people still ask me, it was like, who do you think is the best? Who do you think is the best? I'm like, yeah, check out Coach Kyle's stuff, folks.
It's a no-brainer.
I mean, for
offer.
129 fucking.
It's
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, like, bro,
yeah.
the $30-minute thing already with you, that's already worth $2,000.
That's literally what I tell them. I say, like, I don't think you guys realize that the onboarding call is worth more than the month. Like the onboarding call is worth the value in itself, just for somebody to call you out on your bullshit and set goals and structure, and then assign you content. Now you could come to 30 or technically 60 live coaching calls if you wanted throughout the month. Dive deep into the content, connect with other people in the community. And if you still don't like it at the end of the month, like, no questions asked, no fine print, there's no contract, there's no commitment, I will refund you. I promise you, I will. I don't need your $125.
Don't refund him,
nothing
folks,
to
okay?
lose.
This guy is working fucking hard. Pay him the fucking 129?
125.
Pay him the fucking 125, okay?
Yeah.
If you don't like him, fucking let him keep the $100. But if you get like so many people, I mean, that's like you said you get 100 new people signing up per 300 per month or some shit. That's like
about
100. That's 150 hours of onboarding calls for you.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't even mind. Like, I don't even mind. It seems crazy right now, but if you just look at the trajectory, like, in 6 months, hypothetically, like, because the MRR has gone up about 25K in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
And that's not new MR. That's just like what my thing is, including the churn going down, right?
Yeah.
And the churn's going lower and lower each month because the guys that are staying in are just so bought in, because it's not just pickup. Like, it's everything. Module, before you even go into the becoming social module, there's just a whole module on mindset, self-talk, and your frequency. And like that alone, and getting off all your vices and getting your diet dialed in and your wake up time dialed in and having some accountability, like, those things are life-changing, no matter who you are.
Yeah, no matter what your fucking goal is either. Yeah.
So my philosophy is I don't mind. I'll take onboarding calls all fucking day. I do. And I have no shame in even saying that. People think I'm crazy. I'm like, is it that crazy? I'm getting paid to do data research on my audience in my community with what they're struggling for, and they're telling me what their goals are. I'm just cycling that back into my content, into my fulfillment. And then on top of that, I create a connection with these people that are already in my, it's not consultation calls where like you're just getting time wasted if you don't close. So there's no pressure. You already paid me. Half of these dudes are going to send later anyway.
Yeah.
And on top of that, each month that the MRR just goes up, my hourly pay for my half hour is just going up. So it's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
You get $60K a month now recurring. Just from doing a bunch of fucking calls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's like what a banker probably makes.
Right.
know?
And again, I did take a hit on the front end, transitioning from the high ticket going down to that. But
yeah.
the more money that the community itself is making, the more I can put into it to really deliver even more and more value. And I'm just thinking, man, like I'm just going all out on this for 6 months, because at this rate, if it could, my business was capped at 150K where I was at, unless I were to go hire closers and really dive into the sales process, which I tried, and there's nothing wrong with that funnel, but just for my life and my fulfillment and my brand and what I want and my message, I want something that's just fully aligned. And to me, that's delivering value in a program and a product I'm really proud of. I have no shame in spamming the fuck out of my offer because I genuinely believe it's insane value. Yeah. And so, yeah, I see massive potential here to build this thing up to 300, 500K. You throw in, I just put a vote out for the live events we're doing in January. 2 events. One's like a low ticket event. The other one's more of like a boot camp immersion event. Yeah. We got 45 people voting for the 1K offer, 30 people voting for the 3 to 5K offer. So just cleaning up off of that, not even including the one-on-one ascensions, all of that is going to go on top too. And really, I'm just thinking about, I'm just trying to stack the low end recurring because I just see tremendous potential there.
The recurring is so sweet too because it's a lot of, I mean, you have churn in it, sure. Yeah. But ultimately what it does is it provides much more predictability, which is great for scaling because like even with an average churn rate, you're gonna make so much cash every single month. Yeah. So it provides a lot of predictability in terms of then investing in ad spend, if you will, or whatever, right? I know you do everything organically.
Speaking of, actually, no, we're actually, for the first time ever, we're converting on ads now because the offer is insane.
Yeah, very fucking
and I have a massive audience. So we're running retargeting, and I mean, that's most likely going to be the biggest lever that we're pulling because we're just starting it. And what we're noticing, we're at a point right now where we're spending about 200 to 250 a day, bringing in about 500 to 600 recurring
on retargeting only, or you do cold traffic too?
We're not doing cold yet because we're trying to get this up, but like 200 300 ad spend to get 600 recurring though. So once, like, it's already like a 3-to-1 if everybody churned, you get what I'm saying? So yeah, once I just dial in all those metrics and keep just warming up my audience over that's my lane for the next 12 months.
Yeah. So, I think if you add cold traffic to that,
would be
because we do our low ticket only cold traffic. We don't even bother with the organic shit. Yeah. Because for us it was like if we crack it cold traffic, now it's just like you just dial up the ad spend. Yeah. I mean, again, like for us, it's more of as a necessity because my audience isn't as big as yours.
Yeah, that's why we're
doing I was gonna say, like, I don't even think I would give a shit about cold traffic if I had your audience size either.
Retargeting's easy when you got 5 million views in the last 3 days. You know?
So sick. But yeah, what I was gonna say. So here's how I saw it. Here's how I see what happened in the market with the low ticket and the high ticket. So everybody did low or mid ticket basically. Back in 2013, 14, that's what really started taking off. Everybody had these info products for like $497, $697, $897-ish. Yeah. People had like 3 different tiers, and that was crushing. And then Sam Ovens came along, and he's like, oh, high ticket, just sell. You know, basically, the basic premise was like, take your info product, your video, add a weekly group call to it in the Facebook group, and just charge $3K plus. Yeah. That was the whole thing. And it worked super well. And then they paired it with an application funnel. And everybody was like, wait a minute, I can't just press a button and fucking buy the program. I gotta apply. Wow, that is so fancy, right? Like it turned look at the turns the tables. I gotta apply. I can't just buy it. Fancy.
Right.
So a lot of people did the high ticket. It was really sexy, and then at around 2019-ish, maybe a bit earlier, that's where this whole application funnel, like everybody at that point had been fucking application somewhere. They're like,
Yep.
free consultation call. I know, it means a fucking sales
course,
call,
yeah.
motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
what we did actually is we made our free consultation calls really valuable.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah, and we put that later on in the marketing too. It's like, okay, I know it's called free consultation call. I know you think it's a sales call, but we actually fucking gonna give you value. Okay, so that helps a lot.
Yeah.
But what happened is, I mean, how many fucking coaches in your niche alone are there that are just some subpar dudes? They're selling a really shitty $8,000 price point. I don't give a fuck about you, high ticket coaching.
Yeah.
So collectively, the market's been really burnt with this high ticket stuff. I mean, how many people do we get every fucking day to come into our funnel that are like, yeah, I bought from this and that, I got burnt, they didn't care, it was all just some shitty group, nobody, you know what I mean? So people collectively have been burned so much by high ticket that now the low ticket thing is getting a renaissance.
Yeah.
People are like, yeah, I don't really trust this. I would never buy something for like $3K from this guy, but $125, yeah, I'll try it. And then people like you come in, they're like, well, I'll just over deliver like insanity with $125,
right.
whether it's recurring or not. And then people are like, wait a minute, I paid $125 for this. And we have the same. Our low ticket is, I think, 27 or 17 plus 2-3 order bumps. So the average order value is like $45.
Okay.
And what I always hear, because I talk to these people too, I'm like, what made you buy? And they all just say like, look, I just clicked on a fucking ad. It sounded interesting. I had no clue if this was a scam or not, but I was like $45, whatever, or whatever they paid, right? It's or average order value. Fuck it, whatever, $30. I'll pay for it just to see what it is. And then they come in and they're like, oh, wait a minute. This shit is actually legit.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what they do with you too. Like even more so. It's like, wait a minute. It's not an AI Coach Kyle face. Here's the real fucking dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he got some other shit that is like $4,000 plus. I wonder how good that's gotta be.
Right.
Holy fuck. So it's like you're borrowing the trust from the future, kind of like I know you don't got your trust yet. So here's some really cheap thing just so I can prove to you that I'm legit.
And all the old high ticket guys are coming back in.
Oh, that's also good.
Half of them were in relationships and those ended, or they're in a relationship now and they're like, yo, you're just dialed in, or they're in a business and there's already trust from the high ticket, or they just fell off and they're coming back in. So that's like, but they wouldn't want to pay the high ticket again, but they're in for that offer.
Yeah.
And those guys are really in because they were like, I paid $4K last time around. Like, you guys don't know. There's like 10% of my community is like, you don't know what's going on. Like, this is insane value. So it's like the community itself kind of recognizes it too. So it's awesome, man. I'm back in it. Every like 3-6 months, I find this new thing that gets me like really excited.
Super sick.
Yeah,
you're innovating extremely fast.
Yeah.
And I think that's also what got you to the top of this fucking food chain with the dating stuff. You're innovating fast. And do you do anything? Do you have any staff on the delivery side of things apart from that coaches. One other coach?
2 coaches that live in Miami with me. A third coach who's kind of like assistant. I guess they're all technically assistants, but no, 3 coaches with me. Video editor that's really solid. Finally got a solid video editor. Finally got a solid dude who could chop my content the way I want it, which is like so impossible. I don't know about you. Maybe you got the video editor, but for my niche and my brand is like I can't find people that chop the way I want to chop.
No shit. They chop too much or not enough, or what's the deal?
It's just like I don't know. Maybe I'm just very particular with the edits, or it's just difficult. Like the way I talk in long form content is hard to trim down into a concise 30-second clip.
We
to hit the way I want.
We're just testing a new editor for our YouTube long form, like 10, 20 minutes long, and they're making it too epic, like with like crazy sound effects.
Taken away from
like 3D
too
shit.
retention.
And I'm like, bro, my audience isn't 8 years old, okay? Yeah. Like, because I'm like paranoid. I'm like, my audience is like 28 to 45. I'm like, I think it almost throws people off that are older
For
'Cause
sure.
You're doing too
Yeah.
much, the
I
words on the
overdid it too.
screen.
Yeah, I
Yeah, and
overdid
I'm
it
like,
too.
tell this guy to just cut 40% less jump
Mm-hmm.
cuts. He's like, literally, if I'm thinking for a quarter of a second, he jump cuts it.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't think you need to do that much. Yeah. When I'm like breathing, when I'm like this, he cuts it out.
Yeah.
So with the low ticket thing, you got the other two coaches, you said?
Yeah, they're in there too. So one of them, I mean, they both do open Q&A. Their calls aren't as packed, and I always I frame that as like, if you guys either don't want to be on a crowded call with me, or if you just need more in-depth coaching, like join these calls, man. Or if you want text game, like go to him, because I don't really do that stuff. If you want your audios broken down, go to him. And so.
And it's there are different times, so you cover all the time zones.
Covering every time zone,
Yeah,
bro.
sick. That's sick.
Mine are all over the place. My third coach, we're about to start doing this too. I just thought of this today, that because in the one-on-one, what we'll do multiple times a week is you're out in the field. For the guys that want to do like more social interaction, you're out in the field while you're on Zoom with the coach, and you just have a headphone on, and we're just running a boot camp on you.
Online.
Yeah, we're just running the boot camp on you for 60
you're
minutes.
listening in and you're like, hey.
Yeah, well, we're on Zoom. Let me see where you're at. Okay, you're walking through, and then we just take over your self-talk.
That is
straight
so
up.
sick.
And we can record the whole Zoom session and you break it down with you after. Like
That
it's
is
like
so
it's
sick.
better than a boot camp.
Yeah.
It's like
you're
we're
literally
in your
the
ear.
earbud
Yeah,
thing.
We're controlling your self-talk,
That
and we're
is
like,
sick.
don't say that.
Yeah.
So like that's the one-on-one offer, along with a more exclusive group call with me on the weekend.
How much is the one-on-one?
So I used to pitch that at 3,800. If you ascend on the onboarding call, I'll let you try it out for 1 month for 1,000 recurring. If you want to do that.
How many infield sessions do they get for that?
I'm offering unlimited.
Get out of here.
Yeah, because I got 3 coaches, so you could do. But nobody really does unlimited. But like, most of these dudes will do. I'll set them up with 1, 1, and 1. So each of my coaches, at least you get a 30-minute with each of them. If you want to do a 60-minute with each of them, you can, because we got the calendar space for it. I mean, if you think about it, it's like 30-minute session. Each coach could hold 80 calls a week, and that's if they were only doing 40 hours. But my coaches see how much I work, and so everybody's dialed in because they see what I'm preaching and stuff too. So you could do, and we also encourage the guys that, hey, take a day in between the sessions to keep this momentum high, and you try doing it by yourself too.
Yeah.
Right. And so the headphone's so powerful because like, you don't even have the coach there pushing you, so you're not even dependent on that. You're actually in your hometown, in your environment, by yourself, but you're not really by yourself. But you're experiencing taking that action by yourself. It's so powerful.
Yeah.
And when you could do that 3 days, it's not like you go for a weekend to a boot camp and then you go home. It's like every other day.
It's weird.
We're holding you accountable and pushing you through that. And then the days in between, you're doing it. And so that's the high-end offer. And really what I see happening, the lane above all of this is what I'm going to see happening probably in the next years. There's going to be a super high ticket where you're with me one-on-one, whether it's social confidence or whether it's with your own brand or whether it's just with your self-development. Like I could see that next level probably emerging at some point.
Sick.
Yeah.
Plus, it doesn't look awkward when you're running around with headphones. 'Cause everybody has headphones in anyways.
Yeah, and that's what everybody's concern is. Well, won't it look weird? And I'm like, here's this infield of me with headphones.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, also,
cares.
you have 2 on. As you go up to the person, you just take the one out.
Yeah.
And now it looks like you're trying to talk to them. And even if they had headphones on, you just doing that, they take their headphone off now. So, like, what's your excuse, dude?
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that I was wondering with the Ray-Bans, do people see that they have cameras in?
So you got to get the old model, and you got to put a little bit of tape over the light.
And
that's going to be the next level, which is streaming with the Ray-Ban. Like that's going to be the next level.
So that's actually a sick idea. I remember that when I did my online dating high ticket mentoring, I saw the same because I'm like an old school coach. I'm sure you had the same in the beginning of like, I got to be there in person. Doesn't work if it's online. Because I used to do boot camps in person over the weekend. And the advantage there was you're there in person with them. You could see what they're doing. You could hear what they're saying. Yeah. The disadvantage was a lot of those folks were outside of their regular environment. So they, like you said, they would fly back and it'd be back at old habits. Yeah. So when we started doing the online mentoring, they were also kind of forced to do it themselves. And then they would report back to us, and you had this whole accountability structure. And then those folks would actually get much better results, also because it wasn't just 3 days, but it was like 8 or 10 weeks or something, whatever the length of it was. But we didn't have the opportunity yet to do it over Zoom with the headphones thing.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, I guess theoretically we could have done that, but that takes it to a whole new fucking level.
Yeah, next
and
level
that's
for
really
sure.
fucking sick.
Yeah, and honestly, I just had the thought today that the coaches that I have doing that, I'm going to start implementing in the group level that you join the infield group call, and you can only be on the call if you're out in the field with headphones on. And then the coaches, you put your hand up, and then we're going around the room, and we're running through module 1 as a team. Like, that's so cool, I think.
Fuck, man.
In the low ticket, too.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you're doing that, it's like, hey, do you want one-on-one sessions like this for an hour at a time, unlimited? Like, let's go.
Hey, real quick, I know you're enjoying this wonderful podcast episode with Kyle. The only thing I'm asking you in return is to, number one, give us a thumbs up and drop a comment down below if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this on Spotify or iTunes, give us a 5-star rating. Why I'm asking for this? Because it helps us rank higher. This podcast is low-key blowing up right now, which is absolutely amazing. And the more it blows up for us, the more epic guests I can bring on for you and share more content entirely for free. So I appreciate the living hell out of you /watching/listening. So give us a thumbs up, drop a comment. It's good for your algorithm. Thanks so much. And now back to the episode. Man, you're a thinker. You're a ponderer. You're an innovator. What's the process of that? Do you have like a daily window where you're like, I'm just going to sit down with a cup of fucking coffee?
Onboarding calls and coaching calls left and right to hear their problems. Massive repetition of those things in coaching. And I think it's the combination of the onboardings plus the Q&As, and then me also filming content and filming fulfillment that creates these things. So, I guess part of it is like being creative with the IG content. So it's like I have that skill set already in the back of my mind. And so, yeah, it's just the more onboarding and the more coaching calls, I just see patterns, and I'm always thinking about the community and how I could optimize. And so it slowly comes to me. Like that idea hit me 2 hours ago. I was on a call with the client, and he was the other beautiful thing about the onboardings is I'm walking around on the onboarding. So I'm not sitting home. So
outside?
You'll just see me walking around. I think he told me you guys saw me outside walking.
Yeah, he saw you twice,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, I ran into him. Yeah, I was just on an onboarding call because I'll just walk around, get sun, socialize if I want, or I'm just getting my steps in. I'll hit 20K steps and do my onboarding calls.
Sick,
What's the problem here?
Yeah.
And so, where was I going with all that?
You had a client on the call.
Oh, yeah. And so he's telling me he's struggling with module 1, and I was like, bro, we're talking about like just doing this thing. I was like, I could do this. Like here, I did it, and I'm demoing it for him, and I was just like, he should be out in the field on the onboarding call. And I was like, no, I don't know if that would actually work, but actually, we should do this as a group because that would make the most sense. And yeah, it just kind of like clicked in the back of my mind.
Fuck, man.
From taking just massive. I think the problem with a lot of these industries is the main dudes don't want to put in enough work connecting with the audience.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we've all gotten, like I've gotten lost in delegation too. I'm sure you have too. Or it's hard not to present that on the front end to guys who aren't ready to put in all the work. It's like, you won't have to do this. Like you could delegate this. And like, you want to scale your business without even showing your face on camera type stuff. So a lot of dudes come in with the wrong mindset. But I think the deeper I go into the industry and coaching and fulfillment and being like a true leader, it takes 5+ years of connecting with the audience to really understand it, to get to an innovative enough point, you know? And it's like, if you can't get around that.
I cannot emphasize that enough, man. You're so it was the same when I brought up my first digital product, The Natural. It was just like from like 4 years out in the field. Yeah. 4 years of doing fucking live streams. That was back then when like, there wasn't even live streams on Instagram yet. It was Periscope. And YouTube just had live streaming and just doing free tours, seminars. I don't know, it was on 4 world tours, just speaking to dudes in person. Yeah. And then I'm like, what do they want? And then I brought out The Natural and was just smack on. Yeah. Perfect target audience.
It was perfect. Yeah. I remember when it dropped. That was like prime positioning, timing, everything was like,
And people underestimate that, man. It's like, and then same with this offer that we're doing now. I'm like, what does everybody want? Because we had the classic offer, right? Like, this is how you become a coach. And it's still our flagship. What is it, like 50%? What of this month, how many did we sell the regular FBM versus the Viral Growth Accelerator? Is it 50-50 now or something like that? 60-40. Which one? Ours? Ours. The old one? Okay. So you see, so that's the classic thing. And I'm like, okay, how to become a coach online? But people don't think it's sexy enough anymore. They got shit like, just copy my AI bot trading bullshit and make money. So I'm like, okay, what do people want then? I'm like, well, and this is also something I talked to Jeremy about yesterday, Jeremy Haynes. I asked him, well, how do you spot a good offer? And he said, a lot of offers work by convincing people in the marketing and then convincing them in the sales. Meaning, hey, check out my Instagram post. I'm talking about the 3 main reasons why coaching is the best business model out there. Now you're convincing people in the marketing, right? Hey, if you want to know more, go book a call. Now you convince even more in the sales call. And then if all the convincing works out well, you close them. And then Jeremy says, but there's also offers that are already on people's minds. And then you come across with the offer like, hey, you're thinking about how to do this? Well, guess what? I got the thing. And then it fucking sells. And that blew my mind when I talked to him about that yesterday, because that's what kind of happened with our offer that we're selling now, mostly the viral growth thingy. Yeah. Because I'm like, what does everybody think about? They've heard for the last, 5 years, build a personal brand, build a personal brand, build a personal brand. They've seen, they've been bombarded with like, this 12-year-old TikTok girl makes $2 million a fucking month by talking about cooking, right? They've been bombarded with this idea of like, personal brand equals money, personal brand equals freedom, personal brand equals all the things you want in life. So people are like, oh, this personal brand thing sounds fucking sexy. Plus, on top of that, everybody's being bombarded with AI. Of like, hey, AI can edit your videos. AI can make your scripts. ChatGPT. Like, there's this guy who just made this whole brand just built on fucking AI. So that people have that already in their mind. Yeah. So now we're like, and then my thought process was like, well, let's give them that. Oh, you know already that going viral is going to be your key to financial freedom. Well, guess what? We got the going viral fucking masterclass, right? Yeah. Or respectively, our low ticket offer to going viral templates, where we literally say, take our templates, copy paste them. These are based on my most viral reels, tested with our clients. Take the fucking templates and just fucking implement them. Oh, you don't want to fill in the blanks yourself? We have an upsell. It's called the AI Automator. You click on 2 buttons, template number 17. This is my audience, and then it spits out the fucking script for you, which is insane. And that's exactly what Jeremy says. Like, people already have that. They're pondering on how to do it, and you give them the end result. And what I loved about what you said is like this whole idea of like fucking understanding your audience. That's exactly the first key to success. But what do most people do? They're like, well, I don't give a fuck about my audience. How do I make money? You know what I mean? They want the fucking end result, but they're all missing one fundamental rule of money making. It's the number one rule of making money, and that is money follows value. There's no other correlation behind how to make money. You create something of value, something that people want, money will fucking follow. People are like, how do I make money? Oh, I have to make something valuable. Okay, what can I fucking sell? Where do I can sell something? No, you're looking at it from the wrong end. Look at it from the front end. What is so fucking valuable that people want? How can I provide the most valuable thing in the world? And like you did, you took that to an extreme in a positive way. How can I make it so fucking valuable? They just can't say no. And now they come in, they're like, dude, what the fuck is this? I got a fucking onboarding call with the guy, the main guy for $125. Yeah. And I'll daily are you fucking kidding me? Daily live streams? And how many of these people that buy from you, that would be interesting too. Maybe, I don't know if you know, but this is definitely something you should ask. How many of these people that buy from you have been burned by a fucking high ticket $5,000, $10,000 so-called dating coach before?
I don't know. I haven't asked that.
Really I would fucking pull that shit up tonight and be like, how many of you came here and have been burnt by a high ticket bullshit before, or have been on a sales call with a fucking shitty sales?
That probably, for sure.
How many people do we get? I love it because we have Nico here sitting behind the camera. He's our main sales coach, and he onboards a lot of clients. And I'm like, and a lot of people come to me, they're like, this Nico guy, he's just like this professional. He's cool. He's chill. He doesn't hard sell me. He understood my problems. I've been on some call with XYZ competitor. There was some fucking kid in a hoodie with a bed in the background, just fucking trying to push me like, Jeff Bezos would buy it. It's always like, that's so dumb. When people are like, I got to think about it. And then the high ticket closer is like, Jeff Bezos does need to think about such decisions. Right. It's always Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk. It's so fucking dumb. Same spiel here. Yeah. People have been, not only have they been burned with high ticket, but also there's so many high ticket closers that are so fucking bad.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The
too,
whole
man.
market is oversaturated, and I get every single fucking day. I got people like, "I'll be your next high ticket closer. I am the best. I sold for random scam product, and I made like 50K. AKA, I got 2 closes.
Right.
You know." And then sometimes when I do mock calls with them back then, when I would do the hiring, I would literally I would always give the same objections on the mock call, right? So they want to work for us as closers. I'm like, top of an interview, try to close me.
Right.
And I would give them the same 3 objections, like the basic of basic. The first one was always be, I got to think about it. And that already sifted out 80% of people. All they needed to say is one thing. What is it that you need to think about? That's all you need to say to get to the next stage. But no, these guys would prop up like, well, we all got to think about it. But then deep down inside, And I'm like, bro, just ask me what it is I need to think about. And then the second objection would be blah, blah, blah price point all together, all up front. Is a little steep for me right now. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about a fucking payment plan, but then they're all like, is it worth it for you? You gotta make so much money. And I'm like, bro, I said it all together, all up front is a little. They don't fucking get it. And then the third one would be I just got to think about it nonetheless.
Yeah.
And then they would have to say again, what is it? And then I would just say I don't think right now is the right time. And then all I want him to ask is like how much time, like when's a better time?
Time and time bridges. Yeah.
Exactly. Time bridges. Yeah. And then like, well, how much time do you think it's going to take versus how much does it actually? And then they would have gotten it close. This is not crazy objection.
Yeah.
Dude, like 1% would get it that far.
Yeah.
I've even had sales coaches on there. I've had a guy who has a how to become a high ticket closer offer. Makes money with it, applied to work for us, which is in and of itself kind of a red flag because if his business was going so
sketch,
yeah, and he couldn't close me, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're poor fucking. Oh, and then the funny thing was, the funniest thing was, so he's on there. I'm telling him he's not going to be in the next round, and then I closed him for 6K.
No way. Listen, man, you got to get your closing skills better. Buy my product.
I'm like about
That's how you close somebody.
I was about to let him out the call, and he's like, man, can you help me? And I'm like, well, yeah, it's 6K. And he paid on the call. It's so fun. Shout out to him. He's crushing it now. So I'm happy.
There you go. Hey. I mean, put his pride to the side,
But dude, I told you this in the last interview we had. Like every time I see you, man, you're on a next fucking level with everything.
Yeah.
Business, life, your philosophy behind it. You're even more shredded than last time.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I think this is the most dialed my physique's been too. So it all goes hand in hand, man. Like I genuinely believe like at some point the business is capped to the level of like your self-development. Maybe not initially depending on the offer and like your audience coming into it, but like at some point if it's not dialed in, it will cap you somewhere. Whether that's I mean, there's too many different places like that it could, but yeah, man, just going. I'm full sober at this point, full sobriety.
What did you cut out? What was the last stuff that you cut out?
I mean, nothing too crazy. It wasn't even like I was doing anything that bad, but I would drink alcohol on the weekends. Was vaping. I mean, I've done everything over the years, bro. Like everything, So it's just good to be fully clean with everything.
But dude, I really I'm not saying this because you're my podcast guest or anything, but you really are inspiring a shitload of fucking people. Your story is inspiring to me too.
So
it's fucking insane. How old are you?
34.
What's it? Wait, I asked you that last time.
Right? Or no?
Yeah. When's your birthday? July
April,
or something?
April 27th. Yeah.
Wow, dude.
What are you?
Yeah, June 26, 1990, right?
Yeah.
My man. 90s kids, man. Mm-hmm. No, it's dude, it's insane, man. What's your? Because I asked this to everyone, okay? And it sounds like such a bumfuck question. It's like, what's your goal? Because a lot of folks tell me a specific number. I've had Rohan Sheth on. He's like 100 million net worth. Dope. That's my goal. I'm going to do that. Then I have other people like the guys from WAP, Cameron from WAP. He's just like, fuck goals. If you have a goal, you're capping yourself. He's just like, we're going to, like, unless we're the biggest all-together app in the fucking United States, we're not going to fucking stop. I'm like, I love that too. What's your philosophy behind that?
I think it's somewhere in between. If that's a cop-out answer or not, I don't know. But because I can't say that there's like someone asked me this recently, like what are your thoughts on like 1 year, 3 year, 5 year goals? And I was saying that I feel like my perspective and my evolution is moving so rapidly that for me to look beyond 6 months at the rate that I'm going, it's capping a trajectory, I think. And so I'm really just focused on what's the 3-month goal right now. And then I break that down into 1-month goal, and I break that down into weekly goals, and then track it on the daily and reflect on the weekly, and then analyze the monthly. And so for me, that's really what I'm at. But I do feel like every 3 months there has been this evolution. So, I mean, and what was it, end goal? Or what are my goals? Essentially, yeah. I mean, short-term goal is really to hit 1,000 members in the community ASAP. And then really I want to just throw a free live event for the community and just have everybody there and put maybe charge like $99 for it, and everybody that put in that, all that money just goes back into the event. Yeah, same. It's just going to make the community even more sticky. You know what I'm saying? And what I want to do is run an in-person live call where we're going around the room, and then you acknowledge your wins, and then like everybody comes up and like just hit you with positive reinforcement. It's like a live coaching call, but it's in person. Yeah. So I really want to just blow up that's not even blowing up the community, because the rate that it's growing, I think that'll happen in the upcoming, I guess, 2 months. So that's my end of the year goal, is to hit 1,000 members in the community. And then I guess Q1, throw that event. And then really what I see, I guess, for next year would be, it's hard to even predict the trajectory, because with that offer and with school dropping the affiliate thing, and with my knowledge of putting out content with this no-brainer offer, what I could really see is taking the top guys in the community, giving them a ridiculous affiliate commission, and then expanding the offer even bigger. Yeah. Because it's a no-brainer offer. It's a low enough price point and I understand enough about branding and content and repurposing content, virality, that if you're getting, it's like, for the members in the community now, it's like, hey, refer 2 people, you have lifetime access now to the community for free. Yeah. And if everybody's lives are already getting changed off of self-development and mindset and putting out good vibes, and you're connecting with these people, and you could get the membership for free just for bringing in 2 people. If I give you 50% rolling affiliate, like, I mean, there's infinite levels. Like, I'm at a point now where I genuinely think, I said this on yesterday's podcast, I think this community could be for anybody in the world. Like, if you're trying to get better. Yeah. So like, that's the direction it could go. That's one direction it could go. But yeah, end of year goal, hit 1,000 members in the community. Next year goal, I don't know, somewhere between 3 to 10x the community. Damn. And then who knows? Man. Crack ads, maybe go into cold ads. I mean, go into affiliate. Like, that's
affiliate is huge.
Yeah. And more importantly, keep decking out the offer, because the higher the price point, the more that the recurring goes up, the more expenditure I could put back into value in the community.
I was gonna say, and then it sells itself.
Because there could be, let's just say I took the top 1% of the community and they were running their own mini calls inside the community, it could be 24-hour access to live call, 24-hour access to in-field live group call. Like, no matter where you're at, no matter what time of the day, jump on that hourly live call and put your headphone in and get out there. Or like, it could get insane.
And then you can make like a real worldwide community with it. Yeah. That's the real fucking value behind it. Not just the money, but the fact that like any city you go, you got like a couple hundred people that know you,
Yeah, then it becomes really powerful. That's what I was saying.
Make your own fight club, man.
Yeah, it's like the war room type effect. Yeah, like, they have that network already because of the scale that they're doing it at. And so, yeah, I could see something like that happening. That's one direction. The other direction is I just slowly, incrementally raise the recurring, because I already did that. It was at 97. It went up to 125. You're anchored in at your price point. Publicly, it goes up, but whatever you got in at. So I could just slowly position it over the next year into a mid-ticket, and it might not be as chaotic in terms of masses, but that could be equally profitable. It just kind of depends on what direction I want to go.
I was going to say it might not even go down. A buddy of mine, he was on the podcast many months ago, Nicky Bra. He does this with fitness. Yeah. And it's also not just fitness, it's also mindset behind it. It's like an elite, he calls it the elite special forces thing. He started at like $100 a month, or 150. Now he's at 500 a month. Right. And people still fucking buy. Yeah. And it's all recurring, right? Exactly. Sure, you have a churn, but it's all recurring, and he does it all himself as well. There's no fulfillment, no nothing. So profit is extremely fucking high. He does everything organic. And the crazy thing is, what he does, and I could see that works super well for you too, is like, because he has so many people he's mentoring, he has some really famous people in there. Right. So he got business owners, people with huge brands like me, right? So everybody asks me like, how did you get so shredded? I'm like, this guy. Mm-hmm. So probably just from me having sick transformations myself, I probably sent him like 50 clients or something like that. And then he has people like international soccer players. I know that's not so big in the States, but in Germany, he has like from the first German league of football, he's training some guys. He has MMA fighters, boxers, porn stars. Right. He has like one of the most famous porn stars as his own clients. Dope. So people are like, well, if this guy is there, like, holy shit, then I want to learn from his same mentor. And again, like the recurring thing is really cool too, because there's also kind of like a thing of like, if you're out forever. Yep. So I don't know if you're doing that, but that's for him the case.
You're not out forever, but you got to come back in at the new price point.
Yeah.
So
that's
like
also good. Yeah. That's also really fucking good.
Yeah. And they allow you to have this cancel video before you can school. You familiar with the school platform or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. The school added this cancellation video, so you need to watch this video before you cancel your subscription.
Oh, really?
Which is awesome.
What is the video? Is it one that you make yourself?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
And it's just like, and I'm pretty much just saying like, you're not. Well, I mean, on the onboarding call, at the end of my onboarding call, I'm literally telling these guys, listen, dude, there is no other offer out there right now in the world where you could get this level of coaching and this level of accountability at this price point. There's just not. So if there's ever a problem or you're thinking about canceling, just reach out to me. I'll get on another call with you. Because I'm going to have to get on an onboarding call anyway with a new client. If I could save the price point and keep this dude on board and really get him, he'll stay longer anyway. So I'm like, I'd rather give you another one-on-one than you cancel. And then, so I was like, if there's any hesitation at all, just reach out, bro. Like, I got you. And I tell them, like, I don't think you understand. Like, you're not canceling this program, bro. Like, I'll just tell them that. And I give them that encouragement, though, because they just don't get that support anywhere. And nobody gets that support. And so, yeah, I mean, just having the churn video in place and really giving them the support and the accountability and the care that they need as a client, I think is very important in terms of making a powerful community and keeping it sticky. You know?
Is there a statistic on how many people watch the churn video?
No, but they just added the churn rate monthly, which is awesome. And I'm pretty sure they're going to ultimately, knowing Hormozy, because him and Sam Ovens own school. I don't know if you knew that, but they're going to have all the analytics. Like I'm sure they're going to have the calculated LTV very soon too, which is awesome for scaling the ads. And damn, there was one other thing I wanted to say about the whole thing.
The churn video?
No, it was what we were talking about a couple topics back, which is this idea that within my own self, as I see my evolution going higher and my reach going higher, I definitely see the price point going up. Just because such a low price point, it definitely attracts a certain audience. And I also know that it kind of repels a certain audience too, because there are high level people that watch my stories, and I know it's disqualifying them because of how low the price is. And so I do have a proven business model right now that I want to do until I hit higher levels than my business has been capped at for the last 3 years. But I do know that the moment I break over 200, 300, I'm for sure incrementally raising this price up. And what I could ultimately see is a community of fucking badasses that are financially qualified to pay $500 a month recurring. And I'm already making so much that I could throw live events, and it would be more of this like war room type community, which is exciting.
I spoke to people that are in the war room, and it's much sicker than I thought.
Yeah.
Like, not that I get paid for that or something, but I'm like, damn, that's really what it. Sterling Cooper, I had him on the pod, and he talked about it, and he's like, dude, it's like everything, like where to buy a Ferrari, like all, like the highest level shit.
Because there's different tiers within the war room too.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the problem my community doesn't have. The school has not come out with tiered pricing within the community yet. And if they just drop that one thing, it would really help me massively.
They probably have like a support email or some shit.
It's been, they have a whole school group inside of school that if you own your own community, you're a part of, and like it's all over that. It's been over that. They're still working on rolling out the affiliates, but I see Hormozy going all out on it, and he knows so much about business as is. Like I'm so happy I'm building the community here because I see this lane developing over the next couple of years. Yeah.
Very, very interesting because we've tested school. I didn't like it as much. I was missing
what features didn't you like?
You couldn't see when we started it. You couldn't see the progress of your own clients, how far they got into the program.
You can't do that yet.
That's accurate. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like
that
the
is
most
annoying.
Basic.
Kajabi has that. Are you still rocking Kajabi?
Yeah, we're still doing Kajabi.
I remember FBM was on Kajabi. That's what's up.
I'm like, guy, I want to know.
But the community's in there though. Like the community and the calendar's built into that. That's integrated to Zoom, and you can mass email everybody, and the DM features in there, and the churn thing. And I'm sure that they're going to add those other features, man.
I hope so.
Because I was doing Kajabi with Facebook group, then it was Kajabi with Discord, then it was Kajabi with... then I moved to school. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's getting better and better. And those, I trust Hormozy and Sam Ovens to like keep going with it.
Dude, there's this German equivalent. What is it called from the Baltics? No. That's the other one. Consulting something. What they're doing, they're doing some really sick shit. They showed it to me. It's basically the equivalent. They do it only in the German market right now. And what they're doing is, it's so sick. So they have all the community features and everything, but also for you to upload videos. So for example, they have an in-house recorder like Loom, but it's in the app.
That's dope.
And you can cut things out right away. So you go like, oh yeah, I made this video. It's inside the program. I made it 2 months ago. You go into the program and you're like, there's this 1 5-second part that is not relevant anymore. You go in, you click 2 clicks, you cut it out.
That's cool.
Super fucking sick. You can cut things together. And then also it has this AI that automatically captions everything you say. So you go in and say, what was the fucking video where I talked about whatever, retention. So you just go to search retention, and then it shows you the exact video, the exact time where you said that word. So you can then come in and make cuts if necessary or send it to clients and so on and so forth. So they did a really sick job. And what I like about these, and so do WOP, by the way, the guys that we've been visiting in New York, they started as a payment processor. Now they're basically building a WOP, WHOP. That's he's wearing the merch right.
They reached out to me. They reached out to. I got on a call with them actually.
Dude, no shit.
But I thought it was Whoop. You know I thought it was Whoop, and I got on. I was like, I've been wanting to get one of these. Let's hop on and see if they got something. And he's like, this is WOP, and I was like, what?
That's so funny. I thought the same. I'm like, bro. I met him at a mastermind. I'm like, I got one of the Whoop things, man. You guys should add steps counting into it, which they, by the way, did. The Whoop guys added finally fucking steps counting on the fucking thing.
I got to get a new one, man. I bought one, and then it wasn't reading right on my wrist, and then I bought the armband. The tattoos. Is that what?
Yeah, because it has a laser, man. That's why I have.
Are you joking or no?
No, I'm not joking. That's why I have mine here, because I have no It says it in the manual. If you have tattoos, the laser can't read properly.
Oh no way!
But yours is done, man. You don't have any spots.
Gotta keep this open, then, bro. Gotta keep that spot. Can't get it tatted with you, man. So
yeah, because it's a laser. It figures out how the pulse is pulsating or some shit. And it's not here, right? It's like it's up there where the laser is. So that's probably right. Anyway, so the WOP guys, they started as a payment processor, and then what they started doing is it's like an app platform where you can build your own little mini apps into it. It's kind of like the Chinese WeChat. It's an app for everything, but specifically for content creators. I'm totally butchering the definition of it now, but it's really sick.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Linktree type thing, or is it not?
No, not at all. First of all, it's a payment processor with way lower fees than anything else. So that's how they get you in. Plus, the cool thing is, this is super relevant for us. So when we get our clients on, some of our advanced clients that are making 150, 500K a month, those guys, when we then say, hey, you guys should use WOP as a payment processor, we get percentage from their fees. So they pay, 1.5% or something like that? Or 3%, depending on whatever. Yeah, so it's like 1.5, just random number now, right? They would get a payment, and then 3% as usual, as it goes to any payment processor, goes to a payment processor. And then of these 3%, we get up to 30% commission, which is really fucking cool if we would set it up like that. I'm not saying we set it up yet. We're working on something along those lines. And that's really cool because now we are directly incentivized to make our clients more money. Right. Yeah. Right. And anyway, so that's what they're doing. And then they have all these features now as well with community and stuff like that. What they're doing is they got like they have 60 employees, and like 17 of them are just engineers. So product engineers. Yeah. So they're literally on a call with a client, like a closing call. And the client is like, do you guys have this feature? No, but hold on a second. Hey, can we build this real quick? Okay, you got it tomorrow. Yeah. That's how fucking fast. That's why I'm saying, why the fuck is school taking for fucking ever to build this shit? You know what I mean? Fucking put the thing in, get your fucking engineers together and fucking build this shit. Like if you have a good team of engineers, it takes them 24 hours. They got the fucking feature.
I agree. Some of these, that is one thing I've noticed. I mean, I'm committed at this point. I can't move. I saw enough good to go all in on it, but yeah, that is, I guess one thought I've had is like, is it really that intense, or like where's the budgeted priorities on that one thing? But
yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I know that Kajabi, and we're still using Kajabi, but
That's crazy.
We're literally just using Kajabi for lack of better alternatives right now.
Yeah.
Because we tried school with one of our low ticket offers, didn't like it at all because
You
I
have a
was lacking
community?
all these features. Yeah, we have, of course, regular community, just Facebook groups.
Oh, you're still rocking the Facebook group?
Exactly.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
And we tried school, and I was lacking all these basic features. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So we went back to fucking Kajabi. Then we tried Cope Member, and then they had some internal stuff. I'm like, well, fuck, back to Kajabi again.
Yeah.
And Kajabi apparently has this exploit where you just have to fuck around in the URL, and you can go into any course. There's no, there's some code that you type into the URL. My friend showed it to me.
Uh-huh.
And you could just
What
hack
do you mean, like
any
if you're a
course.
customer and you have access to a product, you can access all the
Any
fulfillment
product in the world.
Oh, in
world.
all of Kajabi.
Yeah, you just need to know the URL, and you just dick around with you just type in some sort of fucking code. And my friend, he's like a fucking 8-figure business owner. They're making like $3 million a month.
Yeah.
So he's not just some fucking guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got like thousands of clients.
Right.
And he sends like Loom videos to Kajabi support. Like literally, hey Loom, I'm an 8-figure business owner. We got 3,000 people. I'm doing this now, and I can hack every single one of the programs. Please fix this. They ignore him.
Wow.
Never replied to the support. Nothing. And this exploit has been there for years. It's still not fixed.
Yeah, it's probably at a point where only like 0.001 of users are even aware of it. So it's like, does it actually impact the business? But yeah, I get what you mean.
Again,
Obviously,
man, that's
it's
the
like,
kind of shit that makes you leave. You know what I mean? So this guy is like, and then he went and built his own platform. He's like, fuck this.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
gonna make
that's
my
the
own
other- that's
platform
the other route,
with
right?
blackjack and hookers. like the saying goes. I mean, that's not what he said, but it's a Futurama quote. But yeah, that's you know what I mean. Like this, and he got like thousands of clients. So that must have been at least some sort of dip for Kajabi. But yeah, step it up, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Step up the game.
Yeah.
That because again, like for whatever dating coach out there that is dicking around with Coach Kyle comes along with fucking $125 price point, over delivering way more, you get fucked over. So the whole thing is like that's another mindfuck that everybody has when it comes to business. They're all like, oh, let me just make a bunch of money and then I can chill.
Right.
No, motherfucker, you're in it. You're in this for fucking life,
Straight up, bro.
And it's the
Straight
same
up.
with dating. It's the
I
same
say that
with
on the
fitness.
live calls, man.
Yeah.
I say, guys, I don't think you get it. Like, you're not. I just say it on the Q&A. I was like, and this is gonna take. I don't say it's on. It depends on the person, but on certain topics. And I'm like, and you're gonna be doing this for years, guys.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
accept that. Like I want to see some of you dudes in this community for years, not because I want your $1,000. I was like, it's not because of that. It's because of the progression I made over the last 6 years and just fixing your timeline. It's unrealistic expectations. Following all this, man, it's almost like frustrating thinking about. But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot that goes into it, bro.
It's the problem is people think they can grind and then stay at that level, which is not the case. We're humans. We will forget things.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you can't get a 6-pack and then you just work out for whatever 10 years and then you stay at that level without working out. No, you'll have muscle atrophy. They will grow back to a smaller fucking size. Same as with business, same as with social dynamics. Sure, it's kind of like riding a bike a little bit, but you get rusty, man.
Mm-hmm.
You get fucking rusty. And then even when you get in a relationship, you got a girlfriend, when you stop being a fucking stud, she's going to cheat on you. She's going to break up with you. She's going to be unhappy as fuck. Like, best case scenario, she's going to stay with you, but she's going to be unhappy. That's what you want? You want your girl to be fucking unhappy because you can fucking step it up? Because you'd rather just eat fucking Cheetos and just become a fucking loser? All these games that people think they just got to figure out, fitness, dating, business, they're in it to be for life.
That's it, bro.
There are not fucking games where you win and then you retire. No, you're in this for a fucking life, motherfucker. Eat it. That's it.
The stagnation is not fulfilling either. The idea of hitting a point and then I don't need to do it anymore and I just coast, like, it's just not fulfilling. Because once you hit the goal, whatever your goal is, once you hit that goal, you'll realize really quickly your life is not complete by any means. And you're going to very quickly either want the next thing or just realize the thing you were chasing doesn't really bring you the fulfillment. Honestly, that's why I have no problem running the onboarding calls and the Q&As. I get the most fulfillment out of helping the clients and putting in the work, and that's the fuel for my content and optimizing and getting me to the next levels anyway. So when I just frame everything of like, I need to get ripped for the people following me. I need to be successful so I could have more money, so I could give back to the community. I need to run these calls so I could help everybody. That's what gets me the most fulfillment. It's not hitting a material goal internally or external material goal. It's all about being in this long term. You get the fulfillment from just putting in the work, bro. And then as you keep going with that, yeah, I feel like, and maybe you could resonate with this, but the higher the level you go, I feel like the more it just becomes about helping and putting it out there, like for the betterment of humanity. I think that's what it is. Like, I don't know. I'm going through a weird evolution right now as I've acquired a Lamborghini and a Rolex and a Miami penthouse and all of these things. Like over the last 6 months, like I've hit a lot of those check boxes that I've been wanting for a long time. And the more you get to those material things and you're sitting in them and you're like, this was the thing, the more you realize, oh, this isn't really the thing. But it's not until you hit the goal to then like realize, okay, there's actually a deeper level than all of this thing. Whether it's with pickup and dating and you get the lay, whether it's with the Lambo or the Rolex or the whatever your goal is, man, you gotta, I think, hit those goals, but then realize it's not about those things, you know. And then that ties back into the fulfillment of giving out value.
Yeah, I resonate with that because I've thought the same of like, if I tell everyone, hey, listen, guys, it's not about getting girls and money. Trust me, nobody's going to buy it because I wouldn't have bought it either. Yeah. So I always say, get the money and the girls. Yeah. And then you get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then also the cool thing is like, in order to get the money and the girls, you have to step up in life in general. You have to, your character grows.
Exactly.
And then also the cool people that you meet along the way, and you make all these cool connections, and you look back on a lot of crazy experiences, and then you're like, oh, it was never about that. The real treasure was the friendship, the helping, the fulfillment of helping other people, the growth, the confidence that comes from it, of like knowing like I can build shit from the ground up no matter what, even if I lost everything, right? If I lost the Lambo, lost the pen, I just built that shit up again. Fuck it, you know? Like you can't take anything from me anymore. Like the only way to take anything from this way, either killing me or like kicking me in the head weirdly so that my head you know what I mean? Like when people get hit by a horse in the head and they're like weird now, you know, they're like they lost all their IQ points and shit. Yeah, that's the only way. That's the only fucking way. But I was gonna talk to you about the Lambo. Is it an Urus or what did you buy?
Yeah,
fuck yeah, man, beautiful. How much was it?
I put $85K down, and then I pay like $5.5 a month. But we also rent it out.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, we rent it out.
That is sick. So it's like it's a cash generating asset, man. That's such a sick idea.
Depending on how much you want to rent it out, yeah.
Thanks, man.
I mean, in, like Miami's in the off season, it wasn't profitable, but it was just under break even for the last like couple months, and now this month it's on track to probably be profitable, which is interesting in itself.
I was gonna say, you got a Lambo and you're making it make you money.
Yeah, or if nothing else, just branding and it's paying itself off, which is dope for sure.
That's the coolest thing about this kind of business, this era of business. Like anything you do, just can feed back into making you more money. You know?
Yeah.
Like you go on a baller vacation, sure, it might cost you $20K. But you shoot a bunch of videos, you do some stories, pays itself.
Right.
It's so
and
dumb.
then tax write-offs.
Yeah. Oh, that too. The tax write-offs too. It's a like imagine you're some guy in the 80s and you couldn't do it. You would go on a fucking cruise vacation. That's it. Yeah. You just gotta enjoy it. You can't quote unquote milk it for social media. Now, like anything you do, I had a baller steak in the morning. Guess what? I fucking filmed it.
Right.
I'm like, getting the steak.
Yeah, it's all branding, right?
Yeah,
it's all branding. So
that is the
especially
ultimate.
The Urus is over 6,000 pounds, so the full car is a write-off over 2 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
I heard that.
That was part of the reason
why you got it. Urus and not the Aventador. Yeah.
I want the Aventador though. Honestly, now that I have,
you did it too.
I want to get that. I don't have both, but honestly, I've
driven the Aventador. It sucks.
Why's that?
I rented the Aventador and the Huracan at the same time with a buddy of mine. Actually, with our old sales guy, the first sales manager we had, we rented both. So the only cool thing about the Aventador compared to the Urus is that it has the suicide doors.
Right.
And at the Urus, the Huracan, because the Huracan just has regular fucking doors.
Yeah, so does mine. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And the Aventador still has the old school Lamborghini.
Of course.
And the thing is, like the Huracan has an Audi V10 engine, I think, and it has dual clutch.
So when you floor it, it gears up right away. It's like nee, 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 and boom, you're higher. The Aventador has a Lamborghini V12, and it doesn't have dual clutch. So you floor it. First, you get pushed into the seat.
That's like my car, yeah.
Then there's half a second
where
it throws you
that's
forward.
my car,
yeah.
That's my car. I let my boy try out the car, and I got whiplash in the passenger seat because he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, bro. And I was like, dude, you're going to crash the fucking car. Chill. Straight up. So, yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's something I didn't even know.
So with the Huracan, you press a button, and if it's convertible, the roof just goes back, all automatic. With the Aventador, you have to do it manually. You have to stop the car, turn it off, go to the front trunk, open it, then take the roof off,
manual
put it in, take the other half, put it in, and then you don't have trunk space anymore. Like your trunk is now, your roof is in your trunk. And we were driving it in Austria. We were racing it on the highway. My buddy had the Huracan at the Aventador, and then it started raining. And he just pressed the button and the top closed, and I had to pull over to the side to the emergency line, and it was raining into the car. There was like an inch of water, and I'm like trying to get the fucking roof on.
You gotta manually, that's
it was so dumb, and I'm like, fuck this car, man.
Yeah, that is pretty nice, especially out here because it could just start pouring instantly.
Anytime, any fucking time.
Yeah.
But do you wanna? I mean, we're the same age, okay? I'm thinking. Here's a mind fuck that really mind fucked me. I'm like, I want to have 3 kids. I want to have grandkids and all that. And then I'm like, yeah, I got time, right? Because my girlfriend is like, yo, let's get some kids.
How old is she?
30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's like, and she granted, she looks super young. She hasn't looked different since she's 19. Super fucking cool. I see photos of her like at her like high school graduations. I'm like, did you take that last year?
Yeah.
It's fucking you. And so I'm like, I got it for her. I'm like, okay, look, you want to get your kids soon, get it. But I'm like, I don't give a shit. I can get kids when I'm older. But then I calculated, and I'm like, if I want 3 kids, if I would start now, I get my first kid at 35. Second kid, you got to probably wait like 2 years max, so minimum, something like that.
Yeah.
Second kid would be at 37. Third kid, I'll be around 40 years old when I have my third kid, which means when my third kid is 10, I'm 50. And then if my firstborn waits as long as I wait to get their first kid,
for the grandkids,
I'll be like 70 by the time I'm a grandpa. I'll be 80 by the time my grandkid is 10 years old. I wouldn't be able to, go hiking with my fucking grandkids. So I'm like, damn, that sucks. So now and simultaneously, I'll tell you one thing. The whole time, I told you this earlier, the whole time I've been a very much a segmented thinker in terms of like, now I'm just going to make a ton of money, and then I'll fully opt out of that, and then I'm just go all in on family.
Right.
I'll retire.
That's been your philosophy, you say?
That's been my philosophy the whole time. But now I'm talking to all these people that are fathers or mothers for in this regard, but they're still doing their business on the side, and they're committed to both.
Right. Like Brandon. Weren't you just
Brandon, for example.
Were you guys talking about it?
Exactly. Yeah, we were talking about it. I talked to Elliot Hulse about it. He got 4 kids. I talked to everybody that I know has kids. Adam Lyons. And they're all just like juggling both. Yeah. And I'm like, motherfucker, what am I doing here? Let's get fucking kids. So my plan now is kids first.
Well, when we spoke, you were in the process of moving in with your girl. Did that?
We did.
Okay,
we were living together, man. We're crushing it.
You got the house or no?
No, apartment.
Oh,
so we want to get our first kid, and then once the kid starts going to school, we'll build a house. Cool. We'll move because I don't want to live in Cyprus and Finland forever. I want to move to Austria or Switzerland and have a big ass house. So we're gonna get a first kid. That's kind of the plan. We're like the first kid, and when the kid is like 2-3 years old, that's where we're gonna build a house, and just keep making babies. And I want to have like a big ass house, cherry tree, goats, plant my own.
Oh, you got very clear.
Very
vision,
clear.
bro.
Very clear.
Okay.
I want to have honey. I want to have my own fucking bees. I'm gonna plant my own veggies and fruit, and have chicken. And also, fun enough, Elliot Hulse was like, "Bro, you gotta get beef." He has his own cows.
Yeah.
And I thought there were a lot of work. He's like, dude, chicken are more work than beef. Beef's just running around eating grass all day. And then you call the butcher, and he
just comes and does the whole thing?
He takes the calf away, and then back comes the steak. Wow.
And then you can make your own fucking beef jerky and shit. I'll make my
Yeah.
own beef jerky.
That's
Tornow jerky, man. Let's go. Anyways, do you have that in mind at all? Like house,
I gotta say, I
farm?
definitely don't have that level of clarity.
Okay.
That's a high level of clarity.
Yeah.
But I think, to be fair, I haven't hit the levels I want financially. So, like, I feel like you definitely advanced faster than I did in terms of timeline with that. So I get why you're starting to be on there. And I'm still kind of like, I want to at least hit this to solidify a certain thing before my mid to long-term perspective gets more clear.
How much you want to hit? Do you have a number?
No, honestly, I don't have specifics. I'm not really thinking beyond like the 3 month to 6 month, but I do think like realistically in timeline at the rate things are moving, it looks like I want 20. Everything up until this point has been in one way or another me over expensing, whether that was initially with the sales team and then it was, then it was like internally and then it was with all the material shit, honestly. And then I feel like going into 2025, I'm going to be in a really good position where I finally have the business dialed in and it's really optimized. I'm very clear-headed with everything that's going on, and I don't need to spend any more BS money. Like I've made all the mistakes over expensing in these different areas. I want it to stack, really. So I guess 2025, that's what I'm most excited about is, building a massive community, getting tremendous fulfillment in the fulfillment itself, but then also stacking some money for real, like stacking some real money. And then I think once that's in place, hard to say what that number would be, but ideally, if I'm thinking about it, at least like $2 million, I would say,
A month or on the account or what?
Just in the account.
Okay.
Monthly goal would probably be 250. Monthly goal would probably be like 250. I think that's like a nice marker for me, especially when it's low ticket. There's not much expenses, which is
I was gonna say,
too.
yeah, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, like I've hit 150, 160 months, and like even those months is more than enough, really. Because even if I had 60K, like 100K liquid net after all expenses is solid, and I can't imagine at 200 would be great.
I'm saying it. Brandon also said it. He's like, dude, you make 50K a month after taxes, profit. You can do anything.
Yeah.
He said it really nicely. He says you can't buy anything, but you can afford any experience you really want.
Yeah.
And
I'm at that point. The thing is, I don't have the money in the bank, and I think to continue the life and then have
just
several
safe,
mil in the bank, and I need to be at just one notch higher to get to that point.
Yeah. What I want to do, that's going to be my goal with so right now we're knocking out the new offer. We want to scale to $1 million a month. And then probably I think we can do $1 million a month also because we're gonna double down and quadruple down on AI, not only for our offers, but also internally for our own company.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right?
Exactly.
AI setter.
To keep the fucking dude. We just it kind of sucks to say that, but we're replacing all our DM setters with an AI.
Yeah. I had some dude. We're in the process of like working that.
Same
out
shit, because the AI don't get tired. The
Yeah.
AI work on Christmas. The AI work on fucking holidays. The AI don't need commission. But what we're doing is with all our DM setters, we're setting them up. We're like, look, gonna be replaced by AI, but we're gonna help you find something else. We're gonna give you kick-ass testimonials. We're gonna give you to some of our clients who cannot have the AI because they're lacking the lead flow and all that. Because I'm the last guy who's like, sucks for you, buddy.
Of course,
but no, I'm like, look, I have a huge network. I'll get you a job somewhere else. We've always done this.
That's awesome.
But yeah, it works too well. But anyways, I think we can get to $1 million a month with like 40% profit margins if it's all cold traffic. If you slap in organic on top of that, the profit margins will be even fucking higher. And then what I want to do is because I love that you said like you spent it on some dumb shit. I certainly spend a lot of money on a lot of dumb shit too. Watches alone, I'm like kind of like I love watches, and there's the whole argument being made of like asset protection as well as marketing for me because I'm a business coach. But then on the other hand, I'm also like I'm not gonna spend anything on those kind of things anymore. I'm just gonna slap it all in fucking real estate. I want to build up a portfolio that makes me 40-50K a month in recurring that is not linked to the business, and then on top of that you have the active income from the business just coming in, and you just keep putting that in the S&P 500 real estate and
just diversifying the whole thing. Right?
I just started investing this year in other companies. I invested, funny enough, in a vegan food company, even though I'm not vegan anymore. That's the funniest thing.
You invested when you were vegan?
No, I'm
not
full
even.
on meat eater, and I'm like, everybody eat these fucking vegan products. I'm gonna throw some money in because also I knew the guys and stuff like that, and obviously mentoring a lot. So I really like this year alone, I spent a lot of money on mentors.
Oh.
And I keep spending. I don't care. I'm fuck it because it just keeps blowing my mind so much, and it keeps getting better and better. It's also good to stay ahead. But yeah, I want to do like next year, just starting to park more and more money into real estate in different countries too, because then economy of country A will go down, but B is still stable. So you're just full on safe, and then sure, dial back on the grinding to a degree, but also just being smarter about things. I'm doing. Because that's why I asked you earlier about like you're pondering about your thinking times. I want to do more of that, because whenever I do, I come up with sick ideas, and I want to be less just grind, and more like, okay, hey, let's peek our head above the surface and look what's even going on. What can we do to make things easier? So you're a little less productive on the front end, but on the long term, you're much more.
I guess to answer that question, I do unconsciously do that the first 2-3 hours of my day. Like I wake up, I just eat, I play some music, I go to the gym, I'm on the treadmill for 30 minutes, and then I'm on my workout for hour and a half. And I'm not allowed to look at any text message, IG, DM, email, not on the phone. Just set a timer in between my sets, and I'll walk in between the sets, and I'm hitting the workouts hard and punctual and just militant. And I have noticed that allows me to have mental clarity on where my brain wants to go, and since I'm always in work mode, it kind of naturally will drift into some of these other areas.
I was gonna say, so you do have that pondering time. That's actually really good.
I never labeled it like pondering time.
Yeah,
but it is time to not be thinking about admin bullshit, message, email, all that other shit. Because I notice that the moment I start going into those things, it awakens that side of the brain. So I deliberately don't do it in the morning, to give me 2 hours to just focus externally, because I just noticed the moment I go into the messages, it triggers something in my brain and it's on for the day.
Yeah.
So I try to just avoid it in the morning. Music while I'm eating my eggs, and then just go into the workout and really bring awareness to not getting lost in those things.
When you work out, you have your phone for the music, but you put it on flight mode or something like that? Or?
Yeah, just D&D and vibrate. Yeah, silent and D&D, and then just headphones on. Well, sometimes I'll put on motivational content, but it's never like
never learning or a specific content. Yeah. I'm not a fan. People listen to audiobooks in the gym. I'm like, I can't do that. I want to focus on my mind-muscle connection, and like you said yourself, like David Goggins calls this mental health stations. That's like, because otherwise I'm always audiobooking or learning or QCing, quality control or anything like that when I'm like cooking my morning steak. But at the gym, I'm like, this is my mental health station. That's where I just do music. Yeah. Also because I could focus better on the workout itself. And and I haven't had these pondering times. I haven't had that except for in the gym. But then in the gym, I would still go on WhatsApp and reply. And like you said, you start once. Next thing you fucking know, you're in a conversation with your staff or something the whole time. Yeah, that's why I asked you what you do and not look at it. So I
guess the one other pondering time could be like the last hour or two of my day, depending on what's going on. So no matter what, I have at least a little bit of time at the end of the day where I'm fully unplugged. Whether that's if I want to watch a little bit of TV, I try not to do that more than every other or third day for more than an hour. Or just literally chill or call the family, or just literally sit on my balcony and like chill out there while the sun's going down. But
sick.
Really dope view up there, honestly.
Which one's your building? Do you see a building from here?
Where are we? Which side are we facing? It's actually that one over there. You could actually probably see my units. The top, that white building. Yeah. Top right corner all the way up. There's two balconies actually, because it's a 2-floor.
Let's go, man.
Actually, I'll send you a pic. If you're going to be here, I'll be on the balcony.
Yeah. Do you have a drone? Send the drone over, man.
I don't have a drone.
That would be so funny, man.
That would
we have our drone here?
That'd be cool content. Yeah.
Dude, this will be a funny shot, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Me on the balcony, and then it sends the drone to you, and it fast forwards, and it is you chilling there.
Yeah. I'll just be like, let's get it. That'd be funny.
That would be so fucking funny, man. Yeah. I'll put a pack of weed on it or something, deliver it over.
That's funny.
What the snooze that you guys are taking here? Whatever the fuck that. What is that called here? Zen.
Oh, like the nicotine pack.
Do you do nicotine at all?
Nah, that's a interesting. I guess drug or whatever you want to call it. That like, because Hormozy's big into it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Which
and
I
so
found
it's like,
weird.
oh, Hormozy's doing it now. It's okay. Is it okay?
Yeah, exactly,
it's
right?
Brain function. You're not smoking the vape. It's like you could do the chewing gum in like a microdose, and there's like a lot of benefits to it. I don't do it, but I mean, there's a really big argument for doing it if you could actually control it in moderation and really just do it. You know, because I do caffeine. So it's like, I don't do energy drinks or anything, but I'll drink, you know, black coffee. I put a little stevia in it. But so it's not that much different. I don't know. I just know, look, I'm an addiction stimulant junkie, and I'm off everything and I feel great. So it's like, if it ain't broke, like don't break it type thing.
Yeah, I've tried nicotine also because of Hormozy. I'm throwing up.
Yeah.
I do
really?
the gum thing.
Yeah.
I start sweating. My whole body temperature soars up.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting dizzy. I have to lay down and I gotta throw
you're
up.
doing too big of a dose then, probably.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then
That's definitely too big of a dose.
feels fucking weird, man. I don't like it, man.
Your body would, I mean, because I used to vape a lot, and that's why I'm off it, because I've been 1 year off of nicotine, but eventually your body will get accustomed to that, and then it'll just be a nice buzz, and then you'll be craving that buzz, and then there'll probably actually a benefit where you feel a little euphoric and you're locked in with your work, but then that's when it becomes an addiction. So it's like, it's tough.
I can do cigars. Cigars just make me feel good, but then they smell bad, and I don't like the fucking
thing,
smell, man. That's the thing. So the thing that could work is vape. I've tried these like what do you call the vape that you just buy in a full and then you throw the whole thing away once it's done.
Okay.
Like the shittiest
one-shot
one.
disposable.
Yeah, the disposable things that all the chicks have, and I loved it. I'm like, it tastes good. It's like cherry.
That's what
whatever.
I was on too. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I'm like, that shit can't be good for your lungs. And then I did caffeine a lot. I experimented around with it the last 2 years. Yeah. Going full on crazy, like 12
Cracked
coffees
out.
a day. Yeah,
Brittany
full
Carter.
On. Yeah, literally like that.
See,
Yeah.
like 1,000 or something.
He does 1,000 milligrams a day. He told me, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
I'm surprised, honestly.
Me too, man, because he's all the fitness dude, you know. But I think it's very, people make it up to be more harmless than it is. I think caffeine fucks you up long term, man.
Yeah.
So I started cycling it after that, where I'm like, if I have a crazy week, I just drink it a week, or like 2-3 cups a day, because that way you have a really low tolerance and it really pushes you.
Yeah.
But then it was too much on off, and then on the off weeks I would feel
that's
shitty.
the problem too, man. Yeah.
Yeah. And now on this tour, I did it in the beginning a little bit to battle the jet lag. But now the last days, I've just stayed fully away from it. I feel so good. I feel so balanced. I can snap in and out of focus at any time. I sleep better.
Yeah.
Because caffeine fucked up my sleep super easily because I have such a low tolerance.
Yeah, that too.
So
I'm very strict on, well, first off, controlling the dose consistently if you're going to do it, not abusing it. And then also in the first, I'll wait an hour and a half before consuming it, but then like got to leave it alone for the 12 hours I'm awake after consumption. So at least 10 to 12 hours before even thinking about going to bed.
Oh, smart.
Yeah.
How many coffees?
I think the half-life is like 10 or 12 hours on it.
Some shit like that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then what is staying in the body? We discussed like for like 60 days or something. Yeah, but what is it that is staying in there? Does that fuck me up? Like
what?
30 to 60, like
something from the caffeine.
Yeah,
oh,
stays in your body for 60 days.
Shit.
I'm like, fuck. So apparently I'm not even out of it yet, right? Because I just started not doing it for like the last 10 days or something. So that I find really crazy. So I'm thinking, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna put it out here so it holds me accountable. Yeah. Just no more coffee to the end of the year, just to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Just to see, will it go even higher up towards the end? You know. So the end of the year, and then like January 1st, I can try it again if I want to. If I feel like it at all, right? So,
sleep patterns and anxiety and all that.
oh. For 60 days? Fuck. I had the same shit from BCAAs.
Okay.
BCAAs made me feel really weird emotionally, which is very strange. I asked my fitness mentor, he's like, yeah, it can be. So I stayed away from that shit too.
Yeah. Do you get your blood work done regularly?
Yeah.
Like all that stuff?
Yeah.
You got to optimize everything?
Yeah. You do?
Yeah, so actually that brought up an interesting point because like 3 months ago I was like getting extremely tired. I'm talking I was on 8-9 hours of sleep and I would have a coffee and I would still be falling asleep and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And I was just like, I gotta have low tests. Like that's what else could it be? Like I feel like weak and I got a blood. Okay, got you. Yeah, got blood work done, and they were like, no, your test is pretty good. It's like just under 700.
Nice.
But which is good, yeah. And they said I had bordering low thyroid and slightly high levels of homocysteine. I don't know what it's called, but they put me on some supplements to kind of fix that stuff, and now I feel super optimized. I feel like I'm on TRT now.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was interesting to see that turnaround without being actually on any testosterone or having ever taken really like testosterone, but I was honestly low-key kind of disappointed. I was like, man, is this going to be my gateway to TRT? Or like, what's up, you know? Because all these dudes are on it, man. Everybody's on it. Like,
but also that, they're making it more harmless than it is, man. I'm
Right.
like, Michael
Right.
Sartain, so TRT is great, I do TRT all the time. And then
well,
he's all riled up and
What
shit.
is he? He's like
he's
40
older.
something.
Yeah.
Right?
But that's the problem, right? Who follows people like Michael Sartain, guys in their 20s and 30s?
True.
So they're like, oh, I should fucking do it, So now
Yeah.
it just starts doing earlier and earlier.
I keep seeing this clip from he's like, TRT is going to be illegal. I'm calling it. I keep seeing that post, bro.
Oh, Michael Sartain, shout out. Yeah, I'm not going to touch TRT until I'm either actually for whatever
Like really need
disease on super low testosterone and I got artificial push it up, or until
Yeah.
I'm in my 50s.
Okay.
Because you can just naturally, like, if you...
Does it mess with the semen too, right? If you want to have kids or no?
The TRT, that
Yeah,
I don't
does
know.
it or no? I
No
don't
idea.
know. Okay.
No idea. Good question. That's the whole thing too. Is like, you don't even know if you're shooting with real bullets, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I never got anyone pregnant, so I
Right.
don't know, right? So I'd be super curious too, because my girlfriend and I are like, okay, like when we start doing it,
Are you guys already like
is it gonna-
exploring it or no?
Yeah, for sure. I'm fucking ready.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was telling my
Yeah,
girlfriend, I'm
yeah.
ready, because the whole time she was like, hey, like, let's move on with let's keep progressing in our relationship, and I'm like, nah, fuck off, And then I'm like, and for me, because I like get presented with proof or with a thought, I change my mind instantly. It was the
Right.
same with vegetarianism and meat. I'm like, from one to another, I'm like, oh, I'm plateauing at the gym. Oh, I've been vegetarian for 12 years. Oh, all the great guys eating a lot of meat. Fuck it, I'll eat meat. There was no like done.
Right.
Fucking done. One day to the other, and I started eating 2 pounds of meat from 0 to 100.
Okay.
2 pounds of meat a day. Since then, every day,
What,
every
just ground
fucking day.
beef or what?
Beef
what
and
do you do?
chicken. Yeah,
Okay.
about a pound of beef a day and a pound of chicken a day and 5 eggs.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Is that the whole diet?
that's the whole.
Like
Well, and
carbless?
fruit and 100 grams of carbs. So it's
Okay.
mainly fruit and veggies. You can't eat much more than 100 grams of carbs.
I'm probably right around the same. I'm zero carb
best
till evening.
Same.
But I'm just primarily eggs. I eat a lot of eggs.
Eggs are great, man.
Yeah.
Eggs are insane. I love eggs. But also, man, beef, man. You make a steak every morning, man. Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. And anyways, and then I come to my girlfriend. I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Let's have kids. Like, let's go. Like,
Yeah, you bought in. You bought it.
yeah. And she's like, wait, what? This is going too fast now.
Uh-huh.
Give me 2 weeks to like get. I'm like, no, I'm ready. Let's go. What are you saying?
Make
Like,
you a
let's-
bedroom now.
Exactly. Take off your panties.
Right.
Let's go, babe. I'm ready to put some babies in you. I'm can't wait to put some baby. Our babies are gonna be beautiful. She's she's full on Finnish.
I feel like she would be about it if she's already 30. Like I feel like that's kind of like the
yeah.
alarm clock's going off.
Yeah,
kind
slowly.
of a thing.
Yeah. My sister got it because she's 32.
Okay.
So I'm first time uncle. And
Okay.
he's like, he was born on 30th of June, so he's like, whatever, a couple months old. Super epic. So I'm like, yeah, if my sister can get a perfectly fine baby at 32, we're kind of fine. But still, like
Yeah.
you said, I want to get things going. And my
And that's the
girlfriend
first one, yeah.
exactly, first one for sure.
If you
Yeah,
want that third one by 40, you got
That's
this
what I'm saying.
calculated timeline.
that's
We
what I'm
gotta-
saying, man.
You
She'll
gotta
be
get on
36.
that hike with the grandkids. you know?
Yeah, the hike, man. That's where I'll
Yeah.
be on TRT to do all these fucking hikes, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fucking shredded grandpa at 80. I'll have a sick beard, like a white, like these Instagram model
Yeah, for
grandpas.
sure. Yeah, you could do it,
They're
man.
Fucking crazy
That's
shredded.
the new wave, yeah. We're
think
going to
so.
be seeing that wave from the 40-year-olds. 40-year-old guys now are going to set the tone for like the
Yeah.
in 20 years.
That's
So,
we're gonna be that. You're gonna have like
oh, for sure, yeah.
you're gonna have like 100 million followers. You're gonna be shredded grandpa, man. You're gonna be doing daily grandpa calls with
Yeah.
all the other grandpas on how to have really epic grandkids.
For sure.
That's gonna be you.
I was already talking about this with my coaches. Like everybody that's been following from the pickup stuff, like the evolution is just like there's gonna be a 10K or 20K marriage program, like
100%,
indefinitely. There's gonna be a 50K grandkid.
Live stream the proposal and shit. Okay, go up now. Get on one knee. The hiking with your grandkids live call, man.
Yeah,
Everybody
man.
gonna go
Count
hike.
me in, bro. I'm in for that'll be the
sick
live
idea.
event. Will be you got to bring your family with you.
Yeah.
That's the retreat, bro.
That's
We got
the
that's the 50-year plan right there, man.
That's
Let's
the
go.
fucking 50-year plan, straight from the ranch. The how to have cattle beef live call.
Got the
you know?
modules lined out, bro.
Modules lined
Yeah.
up. The how to grow your own beef
jerky
module.
featuring Max Tornow. Yeah.
But dude, that's it's all gonna be like fucking VR. You're gonna be in an actual classroom probably.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick.
Neuralink in your brain.
Yep.
You're like, oh, let me ask Kyle real quick, and the pupils go up.
Yeah.
You come back. Oh yeah, Kyle says this. That's how it's gonna be, man.
Yeah.
I
I was even seeing with the glasses, you can have access to the web through the glasses. So
the
and it
Ray-Bans
can-
or
not those ones, but the new models that they're coming out with, and like they're showing in the upcoming years, you being able to just on the glasses have access to like a web page on the glasses. As you're there, you can kind of like look at it, and they were showing someone else speaking another language, and it's translating, and then like in your on the eyeglasses,
shows
it's
the
showing
screen, yeah.
you like what's being said and stuff. So it translates in real time. And I was just thinking, man, if we could implement this into a game somehow, like the girl's saying something, and it's like,
needs more rapport. So,
right?
dude, you can
Yeah.
because it's probably
Scary, man.
you can like read the inflection,
Yeah.
the audio.
Yeah.
Oh, she's like scared or whatever.
Yeah, that's gonna be next level of approach anxiety. You're just gonna you're gonna do VR approaches,
Yeah,
and then it won't be that big of a transition into real life. Like,
shit. Well, man, we're in for a good fucking ride. Your clients certainly are in for a really good fucking ride with you.
Let's get it, man.
I'm happy to
We
know
in for
you.
the long haul, man.
A long
Let's do
haul,
it.
man. Guys, girls and guys alike, get in this fucking program before it increases
There was
prices.
a girl in the community.
There
I
you
had
go.
To remove her though.
Why?
She was actually amazing. She was actually amazing, but it was nothing against her. I just knew that there was probably about 10 to 20% of the community that was to some extent filtering themselves, and I really wanted to create a space for men at the end of the day. She didn't understand it. I said, well, just imagine that there's 10 men in a room talking about their struggles and their insecurities and them jerking off and them doing whatever, like, and then a woman walks in the room. I don't care how understanding you are, like, there's some level of filter going on, and I think you're amazing and you did so much for the community, but like, don't take it personal. But
I mean, you could eventually make a community for women.
a lot of women DM me saying, we need a female coach.
Boom.
Would you coach
That-
women? I
there
said,
you go.
I don't, but
Not yet.
That could not yet.
Yep.
That could be another lane too.
Yep.
Girlfriend, ascension, relationship, women's side of it. The whole community could be I don't even know, like a singles event. You just bring both sides of it. You don't even got to go out and game, guys.
I love it.
We got the women inside the community. With you.
Exactly. Like, let's go. Like, what are your preferences? Everybody fill out a
Right?
sheet.
Yeah, just massive.
And
fucking-
we'll match you guys.
Jesus. Crazy.
Man, we gotta wrap things up. How
Yeah.
can people find you? What links do they have? We're gonna put them down in the description as well, but for the listeners.
Yeah, for Instagram, Kyle Froonjian, Kyle_Froonjian, YouTube, Coach Kyle, side channel, Coach Kyle Raw, primarily focused on mindset, self-development, confidence. Awesome side channel. I get so much love for my side channel now.
Love it.
Honestly, the way that I'm evolving and transitioning, I'm almost more proud of the side channel at this point. And
Sick.
I actually just organically, zero promotion off of Instagram, zero promotion on my main channel, but just about to hit 10K.
Let's go.
On the side channel.
Folks.
All long form, no shorts, nothing. Just raw, selfie, talking to you for 10, 15 minutes
Sick.
straight. No bullshit retention, just raw talk.
Love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. So I think I'm most proud of that. It's super aligned with the community. So you can check me out, Coach Kyle Raw. If you're more into social pickup stuff, Coach Kyle. Instagram's kind of a combination, Kyle_Froonjian. Or if you want to just jump into the community, if you're bought in, you're like, hey, I want that 30-minute one-on-one onboarding call,
Get
daily
it.
live coaching call, try it out for a month, risk-free. We could put the link down below too.
Go get it, folks. Thanks for being on the pod.
Oh, man.
We'll do it
Awesome
next time
talk.
with tattoos.
Run it back.
Done.
Bring the tattoo artist. Let's go.